Well, good evening, and welcome to the Panther Pavilion. I'm JB Brazil. Alongside me, Daniel Hillian, and we are just about set here for the tip-off. If you just heard the starting lineups for both sides, Michaela Betts-Emery, Alex Newland, Ashton Hopper, and Victoria Corker, the starting five for our Lady Panthers, and just about set for the opening tip. Here we go. The ball's in the air, and the opening tip's going to be won by the Batesville Lady Pioneers. We're glad you're here with us as we are just underway. Batesville won the opening tip. Trying to bounce it inside. It went to Childress. Zaria Childress, but it bounced it off her foot. That's a turnover. And Greenbrier will have the basketball for the first time tonight after the miscue. Ashton Hopper's got it on the other end, hands it off to Ream. Runner through the lane, got it to go. First points of the basketball game. Ream's got two, and it's 2-0. Greenbrier coming into tonight. They're 8-3 overall. The Lady Pioneers are 4-5. They're coming off a two-game losing streak. They're trying to snap that tonight against our Lady Panthers. Out high with it now is Abby Hurley. Get it to Childress up on the elbow. She tries to drive, picks up her dribble, turnaround jump shot from the low post, no good. Battle for the rebound. Ream's out of there with it. Full court pass ahead to Betts. Other end shot's going to be blocked, though, by Everett, and she's got it going the other way. Everett's to Rush. Rush pulls up at the elbow. Shot won't go. Offensive board, though. It'll be out of bounds, however. Another turnover there after the rebound from Hurley. Out of bounds off for right foot. And Greenbrier gets another turnover. They're up 2-0. Batesville's in that full court press, though. They get it ahead to Hopper. Hopper picks up her dribble, gives it to Bates. Driving through the lane. Up and under won't go. Newland, the offensive board, however. And she puts it back up and in. 4-0. Our score early. Greenbrier with the lead here against the Lady Pioneers from Batesville. Taylor Rush has it here out in the front court now. She dribbles, kicks it over into the corner. It goes to Hurley. She pulls up three off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound to Ream. She's got another one. Dribbling down the sideline now. She's on the other end. Through the lane, up and under. Shot's going to be blocked by her Taylor Rush, and the Pioneers look to push. Other end, lead court pass. Shot won't go there from the Lady Pioneers. Offensive rebound for Hurley. She throws it up, no good. Battle for the board. Childress has got it, and Zaria Childress puts it up and in. Childress with her first points of the night. Other end, Alex Newland all alone underneath the basket, puts it up and in. 4 points for Alex, and Greenbrier is up 6-2. Abby Hurley will bring it ahead here in the front court now for the Lady Pioneers. Greenbrier's outscored them in transition, 6-2. Excuse me, 4-0. Pass out there from Hurley, out of bounds, trying to find Taylor Rush there on the corner. That's another turnover, the third turnover for the Lady Pioneers. Greenbrier into Ream to Michaela Betts. Betts tried to find Hopper, but it's stolen away by Childress. Other end, lead court pass. That one was to Emily Harrison. Harrison puts it in for the Pioneers. Her first points of the night. Cuts the lead to 2. On the other end, Greenbrier beats the press. Newland's got it out high. It goes to Ream now. She finds Betts left wing. 3-ball open. Betts knocks it down. And Greenbrier's back up now by 5 on the triple from Michaela. Hurley brings it ahead now for the Pioneers on the other end. Greenbrier's up 9-4 with 5:01 to play in the opening quarter. There's no shot clock here in the girls' game. We'll see that later in the guys' game, would imagine. Hurley's got it on the left wing, finds it up here at the high post. It goes to Everett. Down underneath to Rush. Shot won't go, but she's fouled underneath. Think that one's going to go on Hopper. And that'll mean free throws for the Lady Pioneers. Foul indeed was on Hopper. First free throw from Rush is up, no good, however. She'll have one more. Here on the second free throw upcoming from Rush. Got a chance to cut it to a 4-point game. 9-4 our score, make it 9-5 as Taylor Rush knocks down the free throw. Greenbrier looks to inbound as the Pioneers bring out the full court press. Ream trying to get it inbounded. She finds Newland. Newland hands it off to Corker. Back it goes to Ream. Going to have to get it across the timeline. She does. Finds Hopper. Down low it goes to Newland. Loses the handle a little bit. Finds Ream at the top of the key, and they'll set it back up. Ream looking for a screen. Now she gives it over to Betts on the left wing. Betts, entry pass underneath to Newland. Shot, got it to go. Nice move from Alex. She's got 6 points tonight, and Greenbrier's lead is 6. Hurley has the basketball for the Lady Pioneers on the other end. Gives it to Childress at the high post. Right elbow, pulls up jumper, got it to go, and it's 11-7. Childress with the nice bucket. Other end is Betts beats the pressure, trying to bounce past it underneath to Hopper, but couldn't get it there. Out of bounds. That's a turnover, the first one for our Panthers. Or excuse me, the second turnover for the Panthers. And the Lady Pioneers will have it going the other way with 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 11-7, Greenbrier's up by 4. Rush has got it for the Pioneers. She drives in on Newland. Right-handed runner gets it to go and cuts the lead to 2. And on Emma Ream trying to drive and bring it on the other side. She's fouled by Hurley. That's Hurley's first foul. Or excuse me, that's not Hurley. That's Harrison with the foul. JoJo Jerry's into the game now for our Panthers. She'll inbounds to Emma Ream. Greenbrier's up 11-9 right now. Ream's got it left wing, looking to drive. Through the lane, up and under move, won't go. Newland got the offensive board, couldn't get the follow to go, and Batesville's got the rebound going the other way. Outlet pass, Rush in transition, right wing 3, no good. Rebound comes away, though, to Celeste Speed, and she bounces it off of a Greenbrier player out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pioneers on the baseline. 3:25 to play in the opening quarter. Gabby Dawkins will be the trigger woman for the Lady Pioneers. Gets it to Rush. Back it goes to Dawkins. She drives on Betts. Right-handed floater. Got it to go, and we're tied at 11. Dawkins with a nice play there. And that full-court press. Greenbrier beats it as Newland handed it off to Betts. She drives through the lane. Shot won't go, and looks like it's going to be out of bounds off of Batesville. Hurley tried to save it, couldn't do it. So Greenbrier will have the basketball. Tied at 11. Batesville's on a 6-0 run right now. Greenbrier trying to stop the bleeding a little bit, regain the lead. Newland to inbound. She finds Jerry to Ream, top of the key. Speed is out on Ream. Ream down low, it goes to Newland. Give and go underneath, and we got a foul. We got a foul underneath. That's going to be on Hurley, I do believe. That's going to be Hurley's first foul. Wasn't a shooting foul, so Ream will inbounds on the baseline. She finds Newland. Back to Ream it goes, and that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hurley. Last touch by the Pioneers, so Greenbrier will maintain possession. Still tied at 11 with 2:56 to play in the opening quarter. JoJo Jerry inbounds to Betts. Betts out high looking to set something up. She gets a screen from Newland. Now she kicks it out to Jerry over in the corner. Up top it goes to Ream. She spins around. Entry pass, Newland underneath for the right hand. Lays it up and in. Newland, she's got 8 points tonight. Leads the Panthers, and Greenbrier's up by 2, 13-11. Taylor Rush on the other end for the Pioneers, looking to drive. Hopper's out on her. They get it to Childress. Underneath, Newland on her. Nice defense from Alex. She tipped it, and she got it back, and then there's a jump ball. And the alternating arrow will point towards the Panthers. Greenbrier will have the basketball after the jump, and the Lady Pioneers will sub in 3 fresh legs. Anna Claire Ezell, Harrison and Everett's both checked back in as well for the Lady Pioneers. Michaela Batts will get the inbound. She hands it back to Ream, looking to run. Bounce pass to Jerry. Jerry looks to drive. Tried to tip it to Newland, but it was knocked around, and Emma Ream came out of there with it. Greenbrier up by 2, trying to extend it. They find Newland. Nice pass to Batts. Driving the lane. Shot won't go, but she's fouled hard underneath by Childress. And Michaela Batts will shoot a pair. Should be the first foul on Childress. And Michaela Batts will shoot 2. First free throw from Michaela is up, no good, off the front of the rim. She'll have one more and an opportunity to extend the lead to 3. Second free throw is up from Batts and good. She's got 4 points tonight and extends the lead to 3. It's 14-12 to 11 as Emily Harrison brings the ball up for the Lady Pioneers. She gives it over to Zell. Up top it goes to Everett. Back to Zell underneath. That's Childers with it. Newland's on her. Pump fake. Ball's blocked again by Newland. She kicks it over to Jerry, and Greenbrier's going the other way. Newland's got Ream. Ream across the timeline. Got numbers. Ream bounce pass to Hopper. Ball fake, and then we're going to have, oh boy, Hopper hit the ground hard. They're going to call a travel on Hopper. But Hopper hit the ground hard. She seems to be okay as Gabby Dawkins is going to check into the game, I do believe, and Childress will take a seat. Boy, that little whiplash is Hopper hit the ground hard.
Yeah, JB, you could hear that thud here in the building, and so I hope she's okay. She seems to be, and hopefully that bun there on the back of the head kind of softened the blow there a little bit.
Added some padding, hopefully.
That's right.
Driving through the lane on the other end is Harrison. Shot up with the right hand, got it to go. Harrison, she's got 4 points tonight. Cuts the lead to 1, and Greenbrier trying to beat the press again. Newland tried to find Betts, overthrew it, but then on the other end, Dawkins couldn't save it. Out of bounds, last touch by the Lady Pioneers. With 1:21 to play in the opening quarter, Greenbrier will have the basketball back. A little bit of sloppy play from both sides here on the early onset. And JoJo Jerry will have it now, gives it over right wing to Newland. They'll swing it around. Reams got it left wing corner. It goes to Betts. Bounce pass to Newland. Turnaround jump shot from the low block. And they have no answers for Alex Newland. She's got 10 points. Greenbrier's lead is 3, but they left Rush all alone, top of the key on the other end. Shot wouldn't go, and JoJo Jerry pulls down the board. She hands it off to Ream, other end. Drives through the lane, but then she's stuffed by Rush. Rush, lead court pass, other end. Nice defense there from Newland, but Olivia Everett puts it up and in for her first points of the night. On the other end, though, they've got Hopper open on the lead court pass, and Ashton Hopper puts it up and in. 18-15 with 33 seconds to play in the opening quarter, and Taylor Rush brings it ahead for the Lady Pioneers. They might be holding for the final shot. She tries to drive on Hopper. Right-hand floater. Got it to go. Rush has 5 points tonight. Cuts the lead to 1. Michaela Betts beats the press. Ahead it goes to Hopper. Through the lane. Ball fake. Nice move. Shot won't go, though. And with 10 seconds to go, the Pioneers pull down the board, and they're going to hold for the final shot. Taylor Rush with 5 seconds. She's got a girl open in the corner for 3. Off the backboard won't go, though. Ream pulls down the rebound. And the first quarter time clock expires. 18-17 our score. Greenbrier leads it by 1. And we're going to hit a break. We'll be back. Have the second quarter of action coming your way right after this.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we are back here inside of the beautiful Panther Pavilion to start the second quarter of action. Inbounds right there. It came from Harrison to Hurley, and we're underway in the second quarter. Greenbrier's up 18-17, but they were up by 6 at one point. The Lady Pioneers did not want anything to do with that. They cut the lead as now Taylor Rush, other end, up and under move, gives the Lady Pioneers their first lead of the night. Rush was 7, and then Greenbrier throws it away. Childress, they got it over to Rush. Corner 3, Hurley won't go. Childress has got room, though, underneath and pulls down the board, and they'll reset something up. Second chance opportunities are what are going to kill the Lady Panthers tonight. Here on the early onset, the Batesville's been able to have second opportunities all night long. Rush, 3 from the left wing won't go, but another rebound. Now it's stripped away by Ream. Looking to push, trying to beat the pressure. Ream does on the other end. Bounce pass to Betts, swinging around to JoJo Jerry. Back it goes to Ream. Ream top of the key with 7:01 to play until halftime. Greenbrier's down by 1. Pulls up, 3, top of the key. Ream off the back of the iron, and it spins in. Ream's got 5 points tonight after the triple, and Greenbrier's lead is 2. Taylor Rush with the basketball for the Pioneers. She mans the point. You're going to see her man it most of the night. She'll bounce pass over to Hurley, left wing. Looks for a screen from Childress. She gets it. Kicks it over to Rush. Right wing looking to drive. Rush got a screen too, but had no penetration. Now Jerry tips the ball away, and Ream steals it, and she's going to go coast to coast and lay it up and in. Hey, how about JoJo Jerry right there?
Oh, great job. Ream kind of saw her getting kind of pinned down over there, snuck over there, picked up the loose ball, and put it in for 2, JB. That's what we like to see.
Ream gets the points, probably gets credited with the steal, but Jerry was the one who tipped it away. Rush loses the basketball, and Ream gets the steal this time. 2-on-1 break. She'll go all the way to the lane, and Ream lays it up and in. How about the big takeaway and the points on the other end as well? Greenbrier's up by 6. It's their biggest lead of the night. 5:56 to play until halftime. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah,
Daniel.
4 points right there in a span of about 30 seconds. Yeah, if you're Batesville, you definitely need to call that timeout there as well, because Emma Ream had put up 4 points real quick.
Going to be contributing most throughout the year and a half. Betts as well, and Hopper and Corker, but really Newland and Ream were your big scorers last year as well. They're going to score a lot tonight. You expect this, but also you got to see some of the other guys step in as well.
Well, before this timeout, I was about to say we really need to pick it up on defense, but when you score 4 points in 30 seconds off of turnovers, you're obviously picking something up. So Coach Edmondson's doing a good job getting the girls in line over there, and we're back in. Here we go.
Batesville is playing out on Harrison. Loose basketball. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be off of Batesville. That's another turnover.
Yeah, that was a long call there. I think they were kind of trying to figure out which way that ball was going to go. But, hey, we'll take it.
Certainly will. Newland gets it in. She'll find Ream. Other end looking to push. Bounce pass to Corker. Ball fake, and then she pulls it back out. Finds Newland driving through the lane. Tipped around and stolen, though, by Childress. On the other end, Batesville tried to push, but it looks like Betts also pushed her a little bit on the other end, and that'll be a foul.
Yeah, that's an okay foul right there. I mean, she was going for the ball, gets called for the foul. It's kind of what happens right there at midcourt. I mean, they're both hustling for the ball, so okay foul there as the Pioneers get it here at half court.
25-19, Greenbrier lead is 6 with 5:27 to play in the half. Abby Hurley has it out high for the Pioneers. Got Rush on a back-end play. Got around Ream, and Rush puts it up and in.
That was a sweet play right there. They'd kind of drawn that up maybe during that timeout, but they kind of caught the Panthers looking and got it in for 2.
Michaela Betts beats the pressure. Got Newland trying to bounce pass, but a nice defensive play there, and making a play on the ball was Olivia Everett. She knocks it out of play. Greenbrier will maintain possession, however, but Newland nearly had the easy bucket. And then on the other end, Pioneers looking to lead court pass, other end, Harrison. She puts it up and in. She's got 6 points tonight, and it's 25-23. Michaela Betts on the left wing kicks it out to Corker, and now they'll looking to slow it down now. Entry pass to Newland. Bounces her way in. Turnaround jump shot from Newland is up and good.
Newland's got 12 for the night. Yeah, JB. Doing a great job down there on the offensive side.
27-23. Hurley's got the basketball out high, looking for a screen. Kicks it over to Rush. She's quick, isn't she? Through the lane. Blocked by Newland, though. And Victoria Corker kicks it out to Ream. They got it to Jerry. Jerry through the lane. She kicks it to Ream, nearly stolen. Now Ream drives through the lane. Floater won't go. Newland, the offensive board. Corker out high, and they'll reset it up.
Yeah, I thought Newland was going to put that back there for 2, but good move. Pass it back out, take a little time off the clock, and set something up here on the offensive side.
Betts kicks it over to Ream, right corner. Entry pass Newland. They got 3 on her. Kicks it out to Betts. Corner 3 off the back of the iron. Rattles around, won't go. Battle for the board. I think it was going to have been off of Jerry. And
I
then
do too.
Batesville
Yeah.
tried to save it.
Yeah, she already had a foot out of bounds and touched it, and so it was off on them. So we get another swing at it here, JB.
JoJo Jerry to inbounds. She finds Ream, kicks it out, corner 3, Betts on the other end, and she drains that one. Betts with 7. Greenbrier's lead is 7. Timeout Batesville with 3:48 to play in the half. And I tell you, Daniel, this has been one of those games where Greenbrier's had looks where they were going to start pulling shots to fall. They've gotten that. They've got
I'm sure it's taking them a little bit to kind of get back in the groove, kind of find their feet a little bit, but they're definitely playing well, moving the ball around, doing a great job, and so let's just hope they keep that intensity going here as we ease in a little closer to halftime.
Abby Hurley will have the basketball for Batesville on the other end. Rush tried to spin around, and Ream picked her pocket. Other end across the timeline, Ream brings it up. Now she steps, pulls it back out, and looks to set it up. Left wing it goes to Betts. Betts bounce pass, stolen away. Maybe not the most.
Yeah, I like where Betts was at, where she was looking. Saw Newland open there, but that kind of just a bad pass. Maybe should have went over instead of the bounce pass.
And Emily Harrison with the turnover on the double dribble. She tried to get over to Rush, who drained the 3, but thankfully for Greenbrier, it was a turnover.
Yeah, she was wide open, nothing but net, but you can't double dribble before you make that pass.
That's right.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone, Bank of England, Chef Lynn.
Keeping her head up, looking down the whole time as she's dribbling down court, and just a sweet little bounce pass to Newland, and was able to get the points.
Boy, Taylor Rush, left wing, deep 3. She drained it, nothing but net. She's got 12 points tonight. Greenbrier gets the inbounds up by 6. Ream traveling down the sideline. Boy, she's just weaving in and out of traffic, isn't she?
She's I'm just all over the place. I like what they're doing on offense now. They were just trying to hurry up. Now they're taking their time a little bit, setting up some plays. Looks like they're going to try to milk the clock here just a little bit.
Well, and we saw this a little bit last year. Coach Eppenson really only runs with 6 to 7 players. So they don't run like a lot of these teams. We've seen Batesville subbing at least 10 players already off the roster all the way through. So the depth is an issue at times, and sometimes it's an issue with energy as well. But Alex Newland says no problem. She puts it in on the low block. 16 points tonight for Alex.
Man, that was a sweet move. She just kind of got double teamed there, pitched it over the double team to Newland, and Newland just a quick, nice little shot, got it in for 2.
Rush tried to drive it inside. Victoria Corker stripped it away. That's the 10th turnover for the Lady Pioneers. Greenbrier's up by 8, and Ream across the timeline looks to slow it down a bit once more with 1:38 to play in the half.
Yeah, Rush really trying to do a lot there, making a lot happen, and it's caused several turnovers in the process.
Corker tried a 3 from the corner, wouldn't go. Betts pulled down the board, then an ill-advised pass stolen away. Other end, Batesville looking to push. They get it to Rush, throws it up, no good. Childress the offensive board, and Childress puts it up and in.
Kind of think that should have been over the back there as Betts was right under her, but hey, it's all good. I've got a foul here on number 4 for the Pioneers as going to send Betts to the line. Is it? No.
Well, it's
not going to send it to the
not
line.
quite
Take that
the
back.
bonus.
Nope, not there
Need
yet.
3 more fouls for the bonus, I do believe.
I should have looked up at that giant scoreboard that is right in front of us to know that.
Well, I think actually that bucket on that offensive board was Celeste Speed. I think I misspoke. So I apologize if Batesville's watching the broadcast. It was Celeste Speed, I believe, who put it in. 34-28, 6-point Greenbrier lead with 1:06 to go. And Mareem's got it over on the left wing. Out it goes to Michaela Betts, and under a minute to play until halftime now. Betts looking to drive. Kicks it over to Hopper. Gets a screen from Betts, picks up her dribble. Back out Betts, corner three, got it. Michaela Betts. We're making it rain from three. She's got 10, and Greenbrier's biggest lead of the night's 9 now, tied from earlier. Hurley gives it over to Speed. Speed drives the baseline, shot up over. Newland won't go, and then Newland pulled down the board. Now it's loose. Hurley picks it up. Right wing pulls up 3 from Hurley, no good. Childress, the offensive board, loses the basketball, though, and it looks like we might have a jump ball. (37-28) with 23 seconds to play until halftime. If you'll remember, at the end of the first quarter, Greenbrier was up 18-17, but they've extended the lead here in this second quarter and trying to add to it here. The inbounds to Newland. Back it goes to Ream. Ream looking to push, and they beat the press pretty quickly. Up top now, right wing to Newland. Over to Betts it goes. They look to hold for the final shot. Hurley trying to play some defense on Michaela. Michaela hands it off over to Ream, dribbling out high at the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Nice move up and under. No foul called. Hurley with a nice defense. Looking to push. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Underneath. Shot up won't go. Speed the offensive board. Follow won't go. And that will be the score we have heading into the halftime break. 37-28. Greenbrier's up by 9. And I tell you, Daniel, what'd you like from what you saw tonight?
I like what we're seeing. Like I said there at that timeout a little earlier, they seem to come out a little sluggish, not a lot of intensity. But like I said as well, you know, the girls haven't played. Well, not, our boys or girls haven't played since before Christmas break.
Goodness.
And so probably, you know, they had a few practices in there, but not a lot of game speed time. So it's good to see them that picked up the intensity there in that second quarter. Put up a lot of points, and my goodness, Alex Newland, 16 points, Emma Ream with 9, and then Michaela Betts just shooting it from outside the arc all night. I think she's had a free throw, and the rest of her points have been all 3 points. So like what I'm seeing. Hope we can keep this up going into the second half. I mean, if we score the same amount of points in the second half as we did in the first, it's a 70-point ball game. So I don't know if we'll get there, but I like what I'm seeing. They definitely picked it up. I was a little worried there in that first quarter. Just it seemed like there wasn't a lot of intensity is the word I'd use. But
that's right.
They definitely picked it up in the second half.
Defense stepped up as well, forced a lot of turnovers there in that second quarter. You know, the first quarter was 18-17, 1-point game. Greenbrier scored 19 points in the second quarter, and Batesville only scored 11. Tells you a little bit there. The defensive intensity picked up a bit like you just talked about. Excited for that. Tell you what, we'll hit a break. When we come back, we'll look at the halftime stats. We'll have much more coming your way right after this.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. Bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hey guys, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing. We're a locally owned roofing contractor. We do residential and commercial roofing. We do shingles, metal, and seamless gutters. If there's a project that you'd like an estimate on, please give our office a call at 501-733-5163. We look forward to helping you.
Delicious, no?
Come on! What the?
Fat Burger. We have confirmation that it's a giant fat burger over the city. Civilians have been asked to grab napkins and shelter at their dining tables.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of the beautiful Panther Pavilion. I'm JB Brazil, alongside me Daniel Hillian. We hope.
What up, JB?
There you go. We hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. We're excited to be back here calling our Panthers. They're up 37-28 here at the half, and I'll tell you while we got a moment, we'll look at the halftime stats. Alex Newland leads all scorers with 16 points tonight, Daniel. Impressive night for her, but I'll tell you right behind her, Michaela Betts has got 10 points. She crept up there and just bumped right ahead of Emma Ream. Ream has 9 points tonight, and then Ashton Hopper's got 2. That's all the scoring for our Panthers. That gives them 37. Again, they were up 18-17 at the end of the first quarter. Looked pretty close, but they extended the gap a little bit. Up by 9 now. For Batesville, though, on the other end, Taylor Rush leads the scoring for them. She's got 12 points. 6 points for Emily Harrison. 4 points for Zaria Childress. And 2 points apiece for Gabby Dawkins, Olivia Everetts, and Celise Speed. I tell you, the story of the half has been the turnover margin, though. Batesville's turned it over 11 times to Greenbrier's 5, and I'll tell you that will play a factor over time.
It sure has. You know, earlier I even commented on it when Batesville had just called a timeout. Emma Ream had stolen it twice in a matter of just a few seconds, JB, and put up 4 points, off of turnovers. Just mishandling the ball, bad passes. And we've had our fair share too, but they've definitely had several, and almost all of them have equaled points on the board, whether that's a low pass to Alec Newland, who's got 16 tonight, or Emma Betts stepping out behind the line and draining a three. So they definitely need to limit the turnovers, and our girls need to just keep doing what they're doing, JB.
Well, Batesville will have the basketball to start the second half, and we're underway as the inbounds to Hurley. Greenbrier holds out in that man-to-man. Hurley through the lane, blocked, though, by Newland. Rush pulls down the board, though. They left her alone in the corner for a three. Shot won't go. Battle for the board. Looked like Everett's got it, but then Corker pulls it away with a steal. They got Hopper all alone on the other end, and Ashton Hopper puts it up and in. She's got 4 tonight.
Boy, that was a mess down there underneath the basket, but Hopper just kept running. They got her the ball, and she puts it in for 2.
On the other end, Rush with a little floater, can't get it to go. Newland pulls down the board, tries to get it out. Ball's tipped to Corker. They try to double team her, and now they got a steal. Childress with the bucket underneath. She's got 6, and boy.
Yeah, Corker was kind of pinned down under there. Didn't have a whole lot of a lot of places to go, and they got a little tip on it. And Childress just turned around and put it in.
Newland with a 15-footer there on the left side. Couldn't get it to go. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Greenbrier, though. And it looks like Corker's going to take a seat. JoJo Jerry comes into the game. Emma Ream will inbound to the baseline. Looks for Michaela Betts, perhaps. Now she's got Newland underneath. Nice move, and she gets it to go. Alex has got 18 points. Greenbrier's lead is now 11. Again, their biggest lead of the night. Keep on extending it as the night goes on.
Yeah, what a night for Alex Newland. My goodness, doing a great job.
They get it over to Rush over on the left wing. Trying to back Hopper in. Now she gives it over to Hurley. Hurley to Childress. Looking to drive baseline. Through the lane up on Newland. Floater won't go. Harrison, the offensive board. Second try won't go, and then she's fouled by Alex Newland.
Yeah, she's one of the shorter ones out there on the court, and just kept coming up with a rebound and putting it back up. So, my goodness, she's at the line now for 2.
Harrison to shoot a pair. First free throw is up. She got it to go. Harrison's got 7 points tonight, trying to make it 8 points. 41-31. The foul was on Newland. That was her first foul. Harrison's second try won't go, and Ream got the board, and then Harrison fouled her. That's the second foul on Emily Harrison. And Greenbrier will have the basketball on the baseline inbounds. On their own baseline, I should say. They give it in to Jerry. Jerry hands it back to Ream. They look to double team Ream. Here in that full court press. Ream trying to get it ahead. Now she does to Jerry. Jerry left wing kicks it over to Hopper. To Newland. Turnaround jump shot. Wow. Alex Newland with all kinds of traffic. Double team. Turnaround jumper. Got it.
The flattest shot I have seen tonight. But, hey, if it goes in, JB, that's all that matters.
Fada. Step back.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy. Up by 12. Newland's got 20 points tonight. Hurley's out high. Gets a screen from Childress. Michaela Betts on her. They kick it in the corner to Harrison. She drives baseline. Jump step in the lane. Won't go. Loses the basketball. Jerry came out of there with it. And then Hurley knocked it out of bounds. Last touched by Hurley. It'll stay with Greenbrier with 5:46 to play in the third quarter. Greenbrier is up 43-31.
Yeah, I think Hurley swatted that one out of bounds there for the Pioneers, which gives it back to the Panthers.
Should have been a foul right there. No call. Looked like possession area is going to keep it with Greenbrier. And I tell you, Ream got drilled.
She sure did. I was like, no whistle there?
Don't think the ref down there was looking. That's the problem.
May have been.
When I looked at him, he was looking up court. So that would be tough to call a play when you're not quite looking at it.
Right, that's true.
Ream tried to drive on the sideline rather, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think she got pushed there a little bit, but
Pioneers with some good defense. We'll call it that.
That's right. If nothing else, hey, get back down on defense and get the ball back.
Forcing the turnover. And then they turn it right over themselves. Betts other end lays it up and in. Michaela's got 12, and Greenbrier's lead is 14. Driving through the lane as Rush loses the handle. Kicks it around to Harrison trying to drive, but she wasn't there. Rush thought she was running the right wing. Harrison was driving to the basket, and Batesville turns it over again. That's their 13th turnover here in the game so far.
That's exactly what you do when you feel like you get a bad call. You go down and you put points on the board. So good job by our Lady Panthers, not letting it get them flustered. Just keep playing hard.
And then on the other end, Hopper nearly lost it out of bounds, but got shoved by Hurley. That's the second personal foul on Hurley. The second team foul for Batesville here in the third quarter with 5:06 to play. Emma Ream out high with the basketball. Greenbrier's up by 14, gets a screen from Newland. Nice defense from Harrison, tried to get the jump ball, but Ream breaks away. Now they try to lob it down low for Newland. Loose basketball, and Hurley comes out of there with it. That's another turnover. That's the 7th turnover by Greenbrier. Hurley looking to drive. On bats down the baseline, and then she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, at first
another turnover.
Another turnover. Yeah, I thought the referee down low was going to call that, a foul, and I was about to get excited here, but she stepped on the line. So that's good to see as the Panthers get it back here, coming into Betts.
Michaela Betts has got Hopper all alone underneath, but she traveled with it first, and there is another turnover. That's the 8th one on Greenbrier. And 45-31. Greenbrier's up by 14 after the miscue. Hurley has it out high. Lobs it for Rush underneath, and she is stuffed by Alex Newland. Now Hopper got the board, tried to get it out of – oh, they're going to say it was out of bounds. Last touch by Batesville on the tip. Thank goodness, because Hopper was stuck.
They did that play earlier, and Rush definitely scored some points. It was a sweet little play. And this time it didn't work quite as well.
Ream tried to quarterback it ahead to
yeah,
Hopper
I don't know
there.
if someone got a hand on it because it didn't look like she put a ton of power behind it. And I know Emma Ream can throw the ball from court to court,
She's smiling out there. I think it came off the hands a little wrong. They got it to Ezell, left wing Rush, and Taylor Rush drains the triple. She's got 15. Greenbrier wants a timeout with 4:12 to go. We'll keep it here. Greenbrier up by 11 after the triple there. And I tell you, with 4:12 to go in the third quarter, Greenbrier been playing well. Their biggest lead has been 14 tonight, but Batesville has not gone away. They don't want to go out of here without a fight, I'll tell you that.
That's true. And as you look at the stat sheets here, other than Alex Newland having 20, it's a pretty straight-up game here, JB. I mean, I know we're up by 13 points here. 11 points here. But, man, it's a pretty decent game. Alex Newland is just having a phenomenal night tonight so far.
Sure is, yeah.
I haven't kept up with the number of blocks she has, but I think it's five or more for sure. Just doing a great job on both ends of the court. And so girls just need to limit the turnovers. What's our total turnovers for the night of both teams? I know you said the Panthers had 7 or 8 now.
We have 8 now, and Batesville's got 14.
14.
And I'll tell you, in the first half, it wasn't so sloppy, but here in this second quarter, it's been turnover after turnover.
And a few back-to-back-to-back.
That's right.
You've got to limit that, and hopefully the girls can kind of slow things down a little bit to kind of prevent that from happening more.
Betts trying to beat the pressure as the ball was tipped. Hopper gets it to Betts. Nice move to Ream. Through the lane, bounce past Newland. Turnaround jump shot. Couldn't get enough on it, and Batesville pulls down the board.
Hurley got a little hand on it there and was able to block it a little bit.
And Hurley trying to find it to Harrison driving to the lane, but Greenbrier tipped it out of play. I'll tell you, when you got that full court press, though, you're going to see that. I mean, you're seeing turnovers caused because of that, but both teams in transition have not done a good job of protecting the basketball.
That's right, JB. You get trapped, get pinned in, and Rush going to shoot that one
Boy.
I think she shot that one from the parking lot. My goodness.
Rush, impressive three. She's got 18 tonight. She brings Batesville back to within single digits at 8. Betts trying to get it ahead, and loose basketball, and that's a turnover. Rush forced the turnover, and she picks it up. Other end, they kick it over to Harrison, and then they threw it away there.
Yeah, Hurley was trying to go for a little no-look pass there, and I don't think Harrison was quite ready for it, and it just went right through her hands and out.
45-37. Ream gives it over to Betts. Betts back to Ream. Ream ahead to Betts again. They bring it across the timeline. Hopper, turnaround jump shot won't go. Newland the offensive board. Then Ream pulls the trigger quick on the left wing. 3-ball wouldn't go, and then they threw it away. Nice play, Betts reading the defense. 16 turnovers for the Pioneers, and that one was costly as Betts picked her pocket and took it all the way to the basket. Lead is now 10.
Yeah, she had her eyes in the right spot, kind of knew what the Pioneers were trying to do there, and put herself in position to make a play and got 2 more points on the board.
Harrison underneath for the Pioneers, trying to get rid of it, but it looks like we might have a hold on Emma Ream.
I believe that's her first foul of the night. So,
indeed it is. First foul on Ream. Corker's going to check into the game now, as Hopper will go ahead and head back to the sideline to take a breather. Harrison inbounds for the Pioneers here after the foul. They got it into Ezel out high. She's open for 3. Pulls the trigger. Nothing but net. Well, Ezel said, hey, don't leave me open. I'll make you pay. And then we got a foul on Rush, her first foul of the night. It's the 4th team foul for the Pioneers. Excuse me, 3rd team foul. And it looks like Celeste Speed and Gabby Dawkins will check into the game now for the Lady Pioneers. Taking a seat will be Everett and Harrison. And Ream inbounds to Betts. They give it back to Ream with 2:22 to play in the 3rd quarter. Greenbrier's up by 7. Nice touch pass from Jerry to Newland. Right wing Betts pulls the trigger. 3 off the side of the rim won't go. Hurley pulls down the board, and she's looking to push. Brings it across the timeline. Thought about it down low. Wasn't there. Now she drives through the lane. Throws it up. No good. Celeste Speed, the offensive board won't go. Newland pulls down the board, and then we got a foul.
Yeah, Hurley came in there a little aggressive. I think she's a little upset, but definitely kind of got Newland there on the backside. And so Panther ball is get it underneath the goal here.
Foul was on Hurley. That's her 3rd foul. The inbounds to Betts. Nice defense there from Dawkins. Ream's got it now. They give it over to Betts. Bounce past Newland. One more to Victoria Corker driving the lane. Now she drives the baseline, kicks it out high to Ream. Left wing, 3 won't go. Rebound pulled down by Hurley. And Batesville has the basketball down by 7 with 1:41 to go. Here in the 3rd quarter. Batesville's hung around.
They sure have. They definitely come back. Several big threes have definitely put them back in the game, and we've had several turnovers as well.
Rush nearly got her pocket picked by Emma Ream, but then they called her for reaching in. That's the foul on Ream, her 2nd. The 3rd team foul for Greenbrier, so Batesville will just inbounds on the baseline. Hurley to inbounds. Greenbrier's up by 7. They've been up by as much as 14. Trying to extend it here. Rush got it. Left wing 3. She's been good. Won't go. Newland pulls down the board, and then we got a jump ball. And it looks like possession arrow is going to keep it with Batesville.
Yeah, Hurley tried to tangle with Newland, and Newland said, not tonight. I'm sorry.
She wasn't having it.
Wasn't having it. Pioneers still get the ball, though, but I bet Hurley will think before she reaches in there on Alex Newland again.
Newland's got a little spunk in her, and she doesn't
That's
play
right.
around.
That's right. Well, her mama was a great basketball player, too, so she definitely knows the game and knows how to play.
Rush pulled from deep. 3 wouldn't go. Battle for the board. Betts has got it. Quick outlet pass. It goes to Ream. Crossover dribble through the lane, got Jerry, and then Jerry finds Betts wide open. Top of the key, 3, and she drains it. Greenbrier's back up by 10. Betts, she's got, looks like 17 tonight.
That's what I've got on my official stat sheet over here as well.
Goodness gracious.
That's what you like to see. A little scuffle down here on the other end, maybe a foul one way or the other. You just go to the other end and put up points. That's the way to do it.
Hurley with a jump shot from 18 on the right. Wing wouldn't go. Offensive board from Speed. Ezel, right wing 3, too strong. Battle for the board. Dawkins got it, but Newland blocked it. And then Jerry's got Corker on the outlet pass to Betts. All alone, other end, lays it in. Betts has got 19, and Greenbrier's lead is 12. Rush on the other end. Scott Speed underneath. Shot wouldn't go, but we got a foul before that. That's on Ream. That's her 3rd foul tonight. Ream getting into a little bit of foul trouble here late in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's an okay foul to give. Just Ream shouldn't have been the one to give it.
That's exactly.
We need her to not get in trouble.
Harrison gets the inbounds for the Pioneers, but she traveled with the basketball first. That's a turnover for the Pioneers. Greenbrier's up by 12, trying to extend it with 19.6 to play in the third quarter. JoJo Jerry to inbounds on the sideline. She gets it into Newland. Pioneers have not broken from that full court press all night. Ball's tipped around and stolen. Harrison forced the turnover for the Pioneers. Drives up and under move. Got it to go. Harrison has played really well tonight. She's got 9. Cuts the lead back down to 10 with 4 seconds to go. Greenbrier trying to get a shot away. Jerry ahead to Newland. She pulls it. If it counts, or excuse me, if it goes, it counts, but off the back of the iron won't go. And 3/4 of basketball are in the books, Daniel. Panthers up 52-42 with 8 more minutes to decide this one. Greenbrier trying to improve to 9-3. And the Lady Pioneers try not to fall to 4-6. I'll tell you what, we'll hit a break. When we come back, fourth quarter action. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of Panther Pavilion. Daniel, Greenbrier 10-point lead, trying to run away and win it.
Yeah, for sure. We want to give a big shout-out to all of our sponsors, but especially a big shout-out to Anthony Lynn at Chef Lynn's.
Oh, boy.
They prepared some fried rice tonight at the concession stand, and during these breaks, we have been hogging out on it. So big shout-out to Chef Lynn's. And also, I think we've got our audio fixed. JB was calling the game before you guys could see it. And so I think we've got that ironed out here as the Pioneers cause another turnover.
Chef Lynn's has provided us with some of the best food that we've had on a broadcast. Thank you so much. Hurley with the basketball for the Pioneers. They got it to Rush underneath the. It goes to Childress. She backs in on Newland. Zaria Childress puts it in.
Should be 10 or 11 for Childress tonight.
I just gave the wrong number. That should be 8 for Childress, actually, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. And we have a foul on Everett. Is that what we had?
That is, yeah.
It's her first.
Foul, and the Pioneers going to take a timeout. You know, let's give a shout-out to all of our sponsors. You know, because of them, they allow us the opportunity to make this happen. And so we're grateful for each and every one of them that contribute to the Greenbrier Panther Sports Network. That allows us to come out and do all the things we do, whether it's First Security or American Safeguard Insurance. My man Freeman Collier over at Collier Roofing. The Graham brothers, just a great group of guys, and shout out to their mama for raising 3 pretty good, well, 2 really good boys. We don't know about the other one, and I'll let y'all decide on that. And our logo there says Steak and Shake, but that is our man Colt Harmon over there at Fat Burger. And if you hadn't been able to go through because they've been backed out, the line's been out in the highway, make sure to check those guys out. They support us, and so we want to support them as well.
52-44. Greenbrier up by 8 with 7:09 to go in the basketball game. They swing it around. Michaela Betts feeling it from deep, and she's got 22. Wow, how about it? Michaela Betts have a night.
Yeah, she got tired of Newland being the high scorer, and she said, sure, I'll drain some threes. Not a big deal tonight. And, man, she has been playing lights out.
On the other end, Taylor Rush, she's playing lights out for them.
Absolutely.
She leads them with 18 points. Ashton Hopper, who's got really good defense, plays out on her. Rush with a floater through the lane, got it. She's got 20. Taylor Rush knows how to play.
Yeah.
She's got 20 tonight. Newland's got it ahead. It goes to JoJo Jerry. Jerry across the timeline all the way. Trying to bounce past a Hopper, nearly stolen. Turnaround jump shot won't go, though.
Yeah, not enough mustard on that one to get it in. I think Hopper thought she was a little closer, hoping to get a foul is kind of what it looked like there. But no foul, and turnover here for the Panthers as the Pioneers take over.
9-point lead, 55-46. Hurley has the basketball For the Pioneers, she kicks it over to Harrison. Reams out on her. Harrison gets it out high to Childress. Ball fake, driving through the lane. We got a foul. It looks like should be on Corker. Indeed, it will be. That's Corker's first. 15 foul for Greenbrier, and both teams only have one extra foul to give before they're both in the bonus. Inbounds to Childress. Ball fake, turnaround jump shot falling away. Reams got the board. She's got an outlet to Betts. To Hopper underneath, and she's blocked out of play. How about Hurley getting back on the defensive side? She knocks Hopper out of bounds, knocks the ball out of bounds off of Hopper. Or
yeah,
excuse me, against Hopper.
Right, Hurley came out of nowhere. I didn't even see where she came from, but what a hustle and a great play from her for sure.
5:48 to go. Greenbrier is up by single digits at 9. Reamers got it out high. Rush is out on her. They give it over to Betts. Betts back over to Ream. Rush trying to cut her off. Taylor Rush is a great player, isn't she?
She's a hustler for sure.
And looks like we had a double dribble on Ream. That's the right call. I think that's the right call. A couple of fans don't really like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one either, JB. Our instant replay is I wasn't able to get to it quick enough. But nonetheless, Pioneers have got the ball.
Driving through the lane. Shot won't go. Newland's got it. Ahead to Ream. 2-on-1 break. Through the lane. Bounce pass Betts. Good defense from Hurley, and she fouls her. Hey, smart foul there from Hurley.
That's right. That's right.
But that's the 4th foul on Hurley, and she's only got one more to give as Michaela Betts to go to the line. So you think on that play might not have been a double dribble?
I don't think so, and I think this foul right here may be a little bit of a makeup. But, hey, nonetheless, we're at the line. Betts drains this first one. We're up by 10 with 5 minutes to go, and that's a good place to be, JB. We need to keep the pedal down, though. Don't need to let up. This Pioneer team can definitely put up some points. We need to be careful here.
Michaela Betts with 23 points as she missed the second free throw. 10-point game. They got Hurley on the other end. 3-ball too strong. Battle for the board. Ream's got it. Ream ahead it goes to Betts. They got it to Hopper. Looks to drive the baseline, and Rush fouled her.
Yeah, you can tell up here Hopper was leaning in, and Rush was definitely, as hard as Hopper was leaning in, Rush was definitely pushing back on her. So she'll go to the line here and shoot 2.
Hopper to shoot a pair. Foul was on Rush. That's her second. Hopper to shoot a couple of free throws. First one is up. Got it to go. It's the 1-and-1. Hopper's got 5 points tonight, trying to make it 6, so she's got another free throw coming right here. Second free throw from Hopper's up and got them both. How about it from Ashton Hopper? She's got 6 points tonight. Greenbrier leads 12 with 4:52 to go in the basketball game. Boy, Rush nearly threw that one back court.
She did. That was not paying attention, but safe. Across the timeline, we're all good.
Harrison through the lane with the left hand, tried to get it to go, but it was swatted out of bounds.
I believe Corker got a hand on it there.
Batesville will maintain possession, and they'll inbound to the baseline once more. Harrison trying to get it in, going to have to hurry. Bounce pass into dangerously. It'll be out of bounds. Staying with Batesville.
Yeah, I tried to get it under the net there to Childress, and Emma Betts got her hand on it and just pushed it right back out of bounds.
Nice defense from Hopper out high. She's been out on Rush, and she's bodyguarded Taylor Rush all night long, played her close.
Got a battle of the number 3s going. If you can see, they're both number 3 tonight. Just playing some good, hard defense.
Hopper's a great defender. Something we saw a lot last year as well. She plays great defense. Hurley looking to drive. Kicks it out high. Harrison, open 3, needs it to go, and she absolutely drains it. Harrison with a big triple there. She's got 12 points tonight. And a steal on that end. Harrison puts it up and in, and now she's got 14. Well, now it's a 7-point game just like that.
That's what I was saying, that we got to keep the hand down, the pedal down here and keep scoring points.
Ream drives through the lane, gets some contact. She's going to be fouled. If it's on Hurley, it's her 5th, and indeed it's Hurley, and Hurley just fouled out of the game. And 8th team foul for Batesville. Hurley just fouled out.
That'll be good for us. She's definitely been causing a lot of trouble for driving into the lane and stuff. Just playing good, hard defense. There's nothing wrong with that. But that'll definitely benefit us, and definitely a kind of a blow there for the Pioneers.
Gabby Dawkins will check in for Hurley. As Emma Ream to shoot a pair. First free throw's up, no good. She'll have one more coming right here, a chance to make it an 8-point game. It's 58-51. Ream's second free throw. Got that one. So Ream's got 10 points tonight, 59-51. Crossover dribble there from Rush out high. Spin move there on Hopper. Floater through the lane. My goodness. Taylor Rush. She's got 22 points tonight. She's been a load. It's a 6-point game. Bats through the lane, and she's going to be fouled by Rush. And Rush didn't think she fouled her, I'll be honest with you. And
yeah.
Seemed like decent defense to me. And again, Bats with a nice play, though. Should go to the line to shoot a pair.
That'll be Rush's third foul. Is that correct, JB?
That's what I have. Third foul, yeah.
Okay. By our official stat sheet guys over here, we want to give a shout-out to those guys for keeping us in the know here all night long.
Well, I tell you.
Is that Bet's 24 points? If she makes this one, 25 tonight. Having a game.
Makes them both. 25 points for Michaela Betts. 61-53 with 3:36 to go. Batesville down by 8. Greenbrier trying to hang on for the win. Rush gets a ball screen, pulls the three, no good, gets her own board. Actually, that was Harrison who pulls it down. Runner through the lane won't go. Battle for the board. Hopper in there. How about Hopper getting the board? And then she's fouled by Childress, or excuse me.
I believe that's right.
Is that Speed? That's Childress, yeah. She got hip checked. And hip checked out of bounds. The problem is the foul on Childress means free throws for Greenbrier.
Yeah, and Hopper's been perfect on free throws tonight, so that's definitely someone you don't want to be sent into the line.
That's right. Hopper, though, how about it getting underneath, getting dirty, getting the rebound? That's where it, a lot of – oh, boy, that free throw hit every part of the rim, and Brown's rims out. But, yeah, she was getting down in the low block amongst all the rebounders and pulled down the board. Second free throw won't go, but Newland got the offensive board and puts it back up and in. How about it?
How about that? 21 points tonight for Alex Newland.
That's right. 10-point Greenbrier lead with 3:13 to go. Taylor Rush dribbling through the lane, puts it up with the right hand and got it to go. She's got 24 points. Greenbrier trying to beat the press. Betts does to Corker, and the layup's good. First points tonight for Victoria Corker. 65-55 with 2:55 to go. Rush on the other end. Floater. You have got to be kidding me. She got it to go.
My goodness.
My word. 26 for Rush, and then she forces a turnover. Nearly threw it away, and they did. Betts stole it right back through the lane. Shot up. Nice defense there from Everett. Going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Everett. But I tell you, boy, Betts with a nice steal. Literally back-to-back turnovers for both sides.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Edmondson's very happy with what he saw down there in the other end. But sloppy pass, we get it back and inbound now.
They inbounds to Ream, 65-57. Greenbrier's up by 8 with 2:31 to go. Rush playing out high on Ream. Nice crossover dribble, and then Rush fouled her. That's going to be the fourth foul on Rush, and free throws for Greenbrier with 2:27 to go. I tell you, this is where when you get later in the game, there's foul trouble, you tend to see a lot of free throws.
Yeah, that's true, too, and Rush is not one that needs to be in foul trouble, which
Not
she
at
is
all.
now with 4 fouls.
She
But
sure
my
is.
goodness, 26 points. She has carried the load tonight for the Panthers for sure. My goodness.
Emma Ream with 11, make it 12 as she cans both free throws. Greenbrier's lead is back up to 10 with 2:27 to go, and looks like Coach Edmondson wants a timeout with 2:27 to go in the basketball game. I tell you, what are your thoughts so far here as the game's coming down the stretch?
The Pioneers have definitely stuck with their strategy with that full court press, and it's about 50% tonight. There's been several times where we've got just nice, easy buckets by beating the press, and there's a few times where they've got some turnovers as well. And so I guess for the Pioneer strategy is they're just going to stick with that and try to lock it down. The Panthers are doing a great job of when they can to beat it and are getting easy shots and making it happen. I think with Hurley fouling out, it's going to kind of open up the floor a little more.
Sure.
It looks like the Pioneers have added in a few people that aren't in foul trouble to kind of help out here. And so we'll see what happens, man. I like our chances. 2:30 to go here, and we're up by 10.
Story of the game is going to be if Taylor Rush, she only has one more foul. She's got 4, one more foul to give. If that happens, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. She's been the leading scorer with 26 for the night for them. She leads all scores. Harrison drives through the lane, blocked by Newland, and yet again, she gets it out to Corker, back to Newland. Greenbrier trying to beat the pressure. Reams got it ahead to Newland. Now they beat the press. 3-on-2. Newland, she'll bring it back out. Got Betts out high. Look to slow it down with under 2 minutes to play now. Greenbrier's up by 10.
Yeah, I think Newland could have just pivoted and put it in right there, but definitely trying to eat up a little clock here as much as they can.
Betts out high. She'll give it over to Ream. Hands it off. Right near the logo. Ream gets a screen from Newland. Now she drives. Bounce pass to Newland underneath. Shot won't go, but she's fouled by Everetts. That should be the second foul on Everetts. And Alex Newland to the free throw line to shoot a pair. She's got 22 points tonight, trying to add to it. First free throw is up and good. The lead is now 11, and Newland trying to extend it to 12. Greenbrier's biggest lead of the night's been 14. Newland misses the second free throw. Battle for the board. Celise speeds out of there with it. She gives it over to Everett for Batesville. Trying to drive on Corker. Now she picks up her dribble, gives it over to Rush out high. Looks for a screen, picks up her dribble. Rush. Over it goes. Not sure who that was. That was Cunningham. Cunningham through the lane. Shot won't go. Speed the board, and then Newland denies it. Threw it up. Newland swats it away. Ream comes out of there with it across the timeline. Emma through the lane. Bounce pass to Hopper, but she threw it away.
Yeah, I think she should have just went on to the basket and made the points, but definitely trying to eat up a little more of that clock here, and didn't realize one of the Pioneers was right there behind her and got a hand on and out of bounds. So,
well, I tell you, Ream kind of came in a little bit out of control. Her and Hopper too close. That bounce pass was just a little too long there. Got to be able to figure out a way to either hand it off a little more softly or trying to find the open man. The problem is this. When she drove in like that, they didn't crash like they thought she would.
Right.
They stayed on man, and that's what allowed her to figure out, shoot, I got to get rid of this, or I'm either going to get a charge or lose the basketball.
Right. Those are definitely situations you don't like to be in when you know you need to do something, but you can't do it.
That's exactly right.
And my advice for how to get out of those is, well, I don't have any.
That's
you throw it out of bounds
That's
and get a
right.
turnover, I
That's
guess,
right.
JB. I don't know what else to do.
Well, there's, that's a difficult situation, that's for sure.
For sure. But, hey, nonetheless, we got a minute to go here. We're up by 11. Don't foul and just play some good, strong defense.
17 turnovers for Batesville tonight. Greenbrier's got 14, but in the column that matters, Greenbrier's up by 11. The entry pass down underneath the Everetts. She's fouled by Corker, thank goodness, because Newland swatted it away, and that's got to be double-digit blocks tonight.
It has to be. Like I said, that's not a stat I keep up with normally, but she has had a lot tonight for sure.
Unbelievable. Cunningham to inbounds on the baseline for the Lady Pioneers. She gets it into Everett driving the lane, and she lays it up and in. That's Everett's 4th point tonight. Newland looking to inbounds. 9-point game, and then Newland turns it over on the baseline.
She knows it. She's down there smiling. She went to throw it in and kind of backpedaled and picked her foot up and put it right on the line. And unfortunately, the referee was watching this time.
That's right. Cunningham to Rush. 3 with a man on her, won't go. Battle for the board. Batesville trying to save it. Reams got it. Now she lost the basketball. Cunningham's got it to Speed underneath. And Newland blocks it out of bounds. Wow.
My goodness. What
Alex, having a day.
23 points, a million blocks, and 1 foul.
And they got it inbounded to Harrison, and then Ream just fouled her, and that's Ream's 4th foul tonight.
Yeah, I think she just kind of stopped in front of Ream, and Ream just couldn't stop fast enough either. So, I mean, still a foul regardless. So.
No, you're right. Harrison to shoot a pair here. Batesville needs her to knock down both of these. First free throw's up, off the back of the iron, too strong. That's not what you want to see.
Harrison having a good night tonight as well.
She is.
14 points, only 2 fouls.
She does have 14. Trying to make it 15, though, right here. Second free throw is up. Got that one to go. 15 points for Harrison. Greenbrier inbounds up by 8. They got Hopper all alone. Nice catch. Hopper gives it off to Betts. They're looking to slow it down. Batesville's going to have to foul. Harrison's going to have to foul, or they're trying to get one quick. Everett fouls Ream out high, and Emma will shoot free throws. Double bonus the rest of the way, so Greenbrier will shoot 2. With 35 seconds to go, Greenbrier's up by 8, and Ream's going to try to make it 10.
Yeah, the girls did a great job there getting the ball to Emma Reams as she knocks down this first free throw. She's definitely someone you want at the line if you're on offense, and she's not someone you want at the line if you're on defense.
That is exactly right. She missed the second free throw, though, so it's still a 9-point game. 33 seconds to go. Rush looking to push on the other end, kicks it over. Harrison, 3 is blocked out of bounds by Michaela Betts.
Betts had a couple blocks in tonight as well. I guess, she saw Newland getting a bunch of points, and so she wanted to get into that stat. And now getting into the block game as well.
The inbound to Harrison, loose basketball. Harrison trying to keep it. Ream pulls out of there with it. Ream with a steal. The turnover there from Batesville. Michaela Betts trying to drive down the sideline, and we got a foul on Emily Harrison. So free throws from Michaela Betts. Greenbrier's up by 9, trying to close it out now with under 20 seconds to play, 17 to go. Betts will have a couple of free throws coming. The first one's up and good. And Michaela's got 26 points tonight. She's got the same amount as Rush. Second free throw's up and good. 27 for Michaela Betts with 17 seconds to go. Rush behind the back dribble, other end, 3 in transition. Rims out, no good. Newland's got the board, and looks like with 6 seconds to go, Batesville's content with not fouling, and that is going to do it. The clock expires here in Greenbrier, and our Lady Panthers won it 71-60. Our final score, I tell you.
I said earlier, JB, I said if it keeps up the way it is, they're gonna score 70 points tonight, and I doubted them. I should not have done that, as they put up 71 tonight on the Lady Pioneers, 71-60. What a night, JB! What a game!
Very offensive night for both sides. Batesville played well, but unfortunately didn't have enough in the tank. They dropped to 4-6 tonight. Our Lady Panthers improved to 9-3 on the win today, and they're getting closer and closer to conference play. And I'll tell you, I believe conference play starts the very next game, if I'm not
believe that's
mistaken.
right. Yeah,
so.
Usually right after Christmas, they'll jump into conference play. And so what a night. Great sportsmanship as both teams meet up here in the court for a time of prayer, man. Just a great group of young ladies, man. What a night for Michaela Betts. I believe if my stats are correct, JB, 27 points and 1 foul. And a couple blocks.
Unbelievable, yeah.
A couple blocks for Michaela Betts. What a night.
Well, I'll tell you, let's go over those stats before we roll out. Michaela Betts led all scorers with 27 points tonight. Boy, she was a good one. Just came out ready to play. Alex Newland was right behind her, though. Alex had 23 points to end the night for her. Emma Ream had 13 points. Ashton Hopper had 6, and Victoria Corker had 2 points on the night. That finished with 71 points for our Lady Panthers. And Batesville finished the night with 60 points. It was a 71-60 finish. Taylor Rush had 26 points for the Lady Pioneers tonight. Played lights out. Emily Harrison was right behind her with 15 points. Childress had 8 points. 3 points for Olivia Everett and for Anna Claire Ezell. 2 points apiece for Gabby Dawkins and Celeste Speed. And that would finish out the scoring for both sides. Greenbrier improves to 9-3 before conference play begins against Van Buren on Friday, I do believe. And the Lady Pioneers dropped to 4-6 before they head into conference play of their own. A fun night of basketball before we wrap that one up and head to the boys' game. Any thoughts from you, Daniel, before we head that way?
Coming after the tip-off, I wasn't seeing a lot of intensity. In the last game against Beebe, I think the girls scored 56, 58, somewhere in their points. And I was just thinking, man, they're a little sluggish after all the Christmas holiday food. Is kind of still sitting heavy, maybe a little New Year's layover. But they definitely got it got it together in that second quarter. Really picked up the intensity, really started gelling, playing well, and so did a great job tonight. My only advice or things I think we should work on, and I think we've mentioned it a couple times tonight, JB, and that's just the turnovers. A lot of turnovers tonight.
That's right.
Whether it was a bad pass, a couple of rebounds that were wide open that they just missed. But nonetheless, they can clean that up, man. We've got a very, very solid ball team here.
Exciting night, exciting win. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll have the preview before the boys' game. We're about 7.5 minutes from tip-off there. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security. Bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hey guys, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing. We're a locally owned roofing contractor. We do residential and commercial roofing. We do shingles, metal, and seamless gutters. If there's a project that you'd like an estimate on, please give our office a call at 501-733-5163. We look forward to helping you.
Delicious, no?
Come on! What the?
Fat Burger. We have confirmation that it's a giant fat burger over the city. Civilians have been asked to grab napkins and shelter at their dining tables.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Well, there we go. We're just about set for the boys' tip-off. We'll head down to the court for the starting lineups when that comes. We're about a minute away from that. At least that's what the timer says. It's going to be a fun night of basketball. Greenbrier's 8-4 coming into the contest, but they are on a 4-game losing streak, trying to snap it tonight against Batesville, who's 4-6. Batesville had just not had the best run of luck themselves. They're on a 1-game winning streak. They beat Lee, but they lost to Izard County and Harding Academy before that. Greenbrier trying to, again, end this losing streak before we head into conference play. And the starting lineups for Batesville are going on right now. I'll tell you what, we're going to head down to the court to get the starting lineups. Well, as you just heard it, Dunlap, Runzig, Johnson, Berry, and Robinson, the starting 5 for our Panthers. For Batesville, they go with John Thomas Morgan, Wes Lang, Logan McSpadden, Shane Dunlap, and Corey Cothran. John Thomas Morgan, the senior, will jump center for the Pioneers, and Josh Robinson will meet at center court as well for the tip. Robinson and Morgan for the opening tip here. The header F heads to the center, and the opening tip will be won by Greenbrier, but then they threw it away, and then Batesville stepped out of bounds. So a turnover just like that from McSpadden, and Greenbrier gets the basketball.
Yeah, Hayes thought Aiden Berry was paying attention, and he wasn't, and McSpadden picked it up, but he picked it up with his foot on the line, so that's good for us.
Jace Dunlap will have it out high here in the boys' game. Aiden Berry left wing 3, just like that off the pick and roll screen. He drains the triple. Berry's got 3 points, and Greenbrier's up 3-0. Corey Cothran will have it out high for the Pioneers. Cothran gives it over to Morgan. He'll hand it off. It goes to McSpadden, back to Cothran. Floater from high, or jump shot from the side won't go. McSpadden trying to drive, and Aiden Berry tips it away. Jace Dunlap has it after the turnover. He kicks it over to Runzig, back ball fake Dunlap. Berry, he wants another 3, top of the key, feeling it, won't go. Battle for the board, and Morgan comes out of there with it. Morgan across the timeline. Quickly, he kicks it over on the right wing. Floater from McSpadden won't go. Oh, Morgan got the board, but he was over the back. That's another turnover there for Batesville. 3rd turnover for the Pioneers.
It kind of worked out for us because Dunlap's not a very tall guy, and John Thomas Morgan is a very tall man. I don't even think he knew Dunlap was down there. But anyways, over the back, and we get the ball.
McSpadden out high on Johnson. Robinson's got it now at the top of the key. Right wing Berry thought about another 3. Free throw line extended off the backboard, uses the glass. Robinson's got 5, and Greenbrier's up 5-0.
That's Berry with 5.
Or that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
I knew what you meant, buddy. I'm here for you.
Appreciate that. Cothran's got it left wing. Greenbrier's up 5-0 after the jump shot from Aiden Berry. And over with it now is Lang. Lang, over it goes to McSpadden. McSpadden, right wing, kicks it to Cothran in the corner. Picks up his dribble, now leads it to Morgan. Top of the key, McSpadden for 3, nothing but net. McSpadden drops the triple, 5-3. And Jack Runzik brings it ahead quickly. Both sides looking to score quick. Runzik kicks it over to Barry. He pulls the trigger. Left wing three, rims out. Rebound pulled down there by Lang. Lang will push it ahead. He's got McSpadden. Another three. Too strong. Rebound to Aiden Barry, and Greenbrier will push the other way. Greenbrier's up 5-3 with 5:50 to go in the opening quarter. Dunlap over to Runzik in the corner, and now Runzik picks up his dribble, gives it over to Dunlap. Dunlap to Barry. Barry gives it over to Johnson. Johnson with a push ahead to Runzik. They swing it around. Barry now. Cross-court feed, other side. Hayes Johnson. Three's too strong off the rim, won't go. And Dunlap pulled down the board for the Pioneers. Cothran's got it. Left wing in transition. Three won't go. And Runzik pulls down the board. Now the other side we go. Runzik through the lane, lays it up and in, but it's a charge. That's a turnover there as Runzik a little out of control and gets the charge.
Man, that's tough because that looked good all the way from down here, but at the same time, Pioneers had their feet set, and Runzik went in tough and draws the charge. So, tough one here. As the Pioneers get it in, try to work it back over the court timeline.
Strickland is in for Batesville. Looks like the time never started, so Batesville's going to have to inbound again.
Yeah, as it was out of bounds there, I noticed that the clock was running. So quick little whistle here, get everything's reset, and start over.
Morgan, John Thomas Morgan's the big man down low for Batesville. He's done a really good job for them. Hadn't scored yet, but neither side's really scored a whole lot. Cothran traveled with a basketball. Turnover again. That's the fourth turnover here early for Batesville.
Yeah, we don't. Hopefully, these boys didn't watch much of the girls' game and the number of turnovers that happened there. We don't need that to be repeated. I mean, if the Pioneers want to turn it over, that's great. But our Panthers here, we need to be careful not to fall into that trap and have a lot of turnovers here.
Left wing to Runzik. Johnson out high, top of the key. Ball's tipped away by Strickland, but Runzik gets it back. 4:24 to play in the opening quarter. Greenbrier's up 5-3. Dunlap swinging around Runzik. Down the baseline, picks up his dribble, back to Dunlap. Ball's tipped away. Dunlap, over it goes to Johnson. To Dunlap, touch pass from Robinson. Dunlap, three won't go. Rebound to Morgan. Other end. They kick it out. Hendricks, three from the corner, won't go. Rebound pulled down there by McSpadden, and they put it back up and in.
Yeah, Hayes and Dunlap for the Panthers kind of got tangled up and both went down. And if they would have been on their feet, would have had an easy rebound right then.
Now Runzik turns it over on a traveling on the other end there. I tell you, McSpadden and Barry are the only two that have scored for either side. Both of them have 5. As Reese Jones checks into the game, and also Eli Weaver. And it brings in Wes Lang, will bring it ahead for the Pioneers. Gets it over to McSpadden. Step back three, right wing, too strong, short off the front of the rim, rather. And Reese Jones pulls down the board. Other end, Jones through the lane with a right hand. Couldn't get it to go. Nobody was there for a board, so Morgan pulls it down for the Pioneers.
Yeah, I just needed a little finesse there from Jones to kind of drop that one in. A little too hard off the glass and rimmed out the front.
Strickland off a ball screen. Floater from the right elbow. Strickland drops it home. 7-5. Batesville's got their first lead tonight. And off there from the jump shot from Strickland. Now Weaver saves that one from being thrown away. Bounce pass to Jones through the lane. Good court vision there from Weaver. He puts it in, and Greenbrier is tied at 7.
Hey, it doesn't have to be big, fancy plays, just easy bounce passes in the open court, and you can score points.
Now Weaver comes out of there with a steal. The 5th turnover from Batesville. Weaver with a ball fake underneath, and Eli's got 2. Gives Greenbrier a 9-7 lead.
Boy, that was the messiest dribble down the court I've seen all night. But, hey, it equaled points, and that's all that matters.
Greenbrier is up 9-7. Through the lane, Strickland, and he's going to be fouled by Robinson. He slipped on something down that way as well.
Yeah, I don't know that Robinson did a whole lot there more than Strickland kind of slipped and fell. But nonetheless, gets the foul, and Strickland's going to go to the line for 2.
Foul's on Robinson. It's the 2nd team foul. Free throw from Strickland is up, no good. He'll have one more coming. Looks like Melton's coming into the game for the Panthers. Strickland to shoot another one.
Student section getting into it tonight.
Got that one to go. So Strickland gets 1 of 2. He's got 2 points tonight. Or excuse me, 3 points tonight after the free throw. Barry with it out high for the Panthers. Kicks it over to Weaver, and Weaver travel with the basketball. Cawthron across the timeline with 2:13 to go. Morgan kicks it over on the wing there. That is Barber, who's into the game for the Pioneers. Jump shot from Morgan, left side won't go. Weaver pulls down the board. Now he tries to slow it down. Gives it over to Melton. With 1:53 to go, Greenbrier's up 9-8. Robinson's got it over in the corner now out high to Weaver right wing. Gets it to Jones driving. Backs his way in. That's an offensive foul. It's the first foul on Jones, but it's the 3rd turnover. Minute 46 to go in the opening quarter. Greenbrier's up 9-8, but Batesville's trying to creep back in a little bit. We've gone back and forth most of the night.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a good fight all night long here.
Cawthron with it out high. Looking to drive on Weaver, but Eli's got lockdown D. Cawthron a little out of control, and Reese Jones steals it. That's the 6th turnover for Batesville. Jones through the lane up and under, and McSpadden swats him away. Cawthron's got another end, 5-on-4 break. McSpadden driving baseline. Big block, Jacob Mathis. Mathis denies the access. Weaver feeds it to Mathis, other end, and Jacob with an up and under move.
That's what you like to see, Jacob Mathis coming in, getting the block and getting the points.
1:03 to go. Morgan's got it over to McSpadden. How about Jacob Mathis? Like to spark into this offense. Driving the baseline. Shot won't go, but I believe there's a foul on Weaver.
Yeah,
Looks
he
like
reached in there.
Weaver fouls him. That's the 4th team foul on Greenbrier. I know Coach Simmons is not too happy about that. Dunlap checks back into the game for the Pioneers. Strickland takes his seat. Morgan will be the trigger man. He inbounds to Dunlap. Over it goes Cawthron on the left wing. Kicks it over. 3-ball. Barber from the left wing, or left corner won't go. McSpadden pulls down the offensive board. Up and under won't go. Melton pulls down the board, and then we got a foul. Foul's going to be on Dunlap. That's his first foul.
Yeah, I think Melton had his body in good position where the Pioneers couldn't get their hands on it, and Dunlap for the Pioneers comes out with a foul. So good heads-up play there by Melton.
11-8 our score. Greenbrier's up by 3 with 43 seconds to play in the quarter. And Eli Weaver will bring it up.
By the way, that's 2 blocks for Mathis tonight so far.
Melton from the corner 3, no good, but Weaver pulls down the offensive board. They kick it over. Swinging around Mathis through the lane, pushes it to Johnson as he falls, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Dunlap for the Pioneers.
Yeah, it looked like a sweet pass by Mathis. I don't think he had his hands in the right spot on the ball, but hey, if nothing else, it looked like an awesome pass.
Young brings it ahead for the Pioneers. He gets a screen out high left wing. Now he brings it around. Top of the key. Kicks it over to Lang. And he traveled the basketball with 4 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Greenbrier will get the hold for the final shot here, and they're going to have to shoot it quick with 4 seconds to go. They get the screen. Weaver on the inbounds with 2 seconds. Driving. Turnaround jumper at the horn. Won't go. 11-8 our score at the end of the first quarter. We'll hit a break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
We're back here inside the Panther Pavilion as the Greenbrier Panthers are taking on the Batesville Pioneers as we begin second quarter play. As the Panthers lead 11-8, Aiden Berry is our leading scorer for the Panthers tonight with 5, and McSpadden for the Pioneers is leading scorer with 5 as well. So here we go as we begin. Scoring picks it up at the top of the key, passes it off to Morgan. Morgan passes it down to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Corinth. Back to Morgan, fouled underneath by Mathis. Looks like Morgan will go to the line to shoot 2. He's fouled by Jacob Mathis. That's his first foul of the night. Good sportsmanship. Jake getting Morgan on the ground, quick to go over and help him up. First free throw for Morgan is off the back of the rim as he steps back for his second try.
And I'm back. I don't know if you can hear me. Are we good to go?
We're good to go as Morgan puts it through. That's his first point of the night.
Cuts the lead to 11-9. Who was the foul on there?
The foul was on my man, Jacob Mathis.
So that's his first foul of the night. On the other end, Jones, 3 won't go. Battle for the board. Mathis trying to get it, but it was last touched by Lang out of bounds for the Pioneers.
Speaking of Mathis, 2 blocks tonight, 2 points, and 1 foul. He's all over the place, man.
Making plays, I tell you. Melton to inbounds here on the baseline. Gets it into Eli Weaver. Weaver kicks it over to Melton. Trying to lob it down to Robinson. He still maintained possession and puts it up and in. And he's fouled. An opportunity for the and one.
That's what you like to see. McSpadden came over in there thinking he was going to get it away from Robinson. Robinson said, not tonight. I'm taking this one to the hoop. Puts it up for 2 and gets the and one.
Foul there was on number 30, Dunlap, his first foul tonight. 3-point play from Robinson was good. And looks like Morgan will inbounds for the Pioneers. 14-10, Greenbrier got the lead. Cothran bringing ahead across the timeline. Weaver's out on him, trying to knock the ball away. Nearly did. Cothran kicks it out high to Morgan. Out around it goes to McSpadden for the Pioneers. He'll hand it off to Cothran out high near the logo. Weaver's out on him. Morgan with it right wing up top. It goes. That was to Dunlap, excuse me. Now over to Lang right wing. Ball fake to Morgan. Looking to try to set something up. Greenbrier standing a man-to-man.
Panthers doing a good job playing some good man defense right here.
Morgan gets stripped as he tried to drive. That was Mathis who stripped him. Other end, coast to coast. Mathis couldn't finish. Rundick trying to get the follow, wouldn't go, and then we got a foul. That's what Greenbrier does not need to do. The 6th foul there as Rundick reached in. It's his second.
Did they call a foul there, JB, or was that did the Pioneers call a timeout? I think they called a timeout before.
Did they, before they called the foul?
I believe so.
Well, good, because that would have been the second foul on Rundick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, because he's only got 1 foul tonight. So, yeah, hey, that's good.
Caught a break.
Caught a break. Thanks, Pioneers, Coach.
Yeah, because as he was reaching in, that's when I heard the whistle, and I was like, oh, boy, Rundick fouled again.
Yeah, I think I was watching the play. I wasn't watching the sideline, and I think Coach got a timeout in before any fouls were called. That's what you like to see, man. We got a good game here tonight. 2 pretty evenly matched teams. I know the records may show that the favors the Panthers a little bit, but I think we're going to have a good game tonight as the Panthers lead 14-10.
Morgan's got it out high. It goes to Dunlap, swinging around to Cothran. Cothran to Lang, top of the key. 3, and Lang off the ball screen, drains the triple. Cuts the lead to 1, and it's 14-13 after the 3 ball. Jack Runzick brings it ahead for the Panthers. Nearly had it stolen by Lang. He'll swing it around. They get it to Robinson. Entry pass underneath. Turn around hook shot. Robinson knocks it home.
Yeah, a little mismatch there. Robinson, Dunlap a little bit smaller than he is, was able to just get the little hook shot right over the top of him.
Morgan kicks it over to Lang left wing. Lang up high. It goes to Dunlap. Kicking it around to McSpadden. Gets a screen. Now he tries to drive baseline on Barry. Back out it goes to Dunlap. Left wing, Cothran. 3, got it. And Batesville's got the lead after the triple there from Cothran. 16, or excuse me, now we're tied at, 16 all. Jack Runzig with that high.
Cothran's first points of the night.
Sure is. Dunlap over in the corner, gets it up to Jones out high. Left wing Dunlap, or excuse me, Runzig, now to Dunlap. Lobs it Robinson, entry pass, off the backboard, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Morgan, and Jones tried to force the steal, nearly got it. Ahead it goes McSpadden after Batesville got the loose ball, and Greenbrier pulls down the board after the miss. Outlet pass Barry, other end, driving to the lane, and he's got a charge. That's a turnover. Barry with the foul. It's his first. It's an offensive foul. 6th team foul, and now Batesville will be in the bonus the rest of the half.
JB, I can't boo on the headset, but boo on the headset. Barry went in there, and anyway, 16 all, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Cothran will bring it ahead. Dunlap's out on him.
You know, just a little rewind here back to the girls' game. You know, when the Lady Panthers, when they got a call they didn't necessarily agree with, they just went to the other end and put points on the board, man. That was such a good game. If you missed it, you can go back and watch it before this one. And let's hope the Panthers can do the same here.
Reese Jones pulls down the board after the miss from Lang. He looks to bring it up, kicks it. Dunlap, right wing 3, off the side of the rim, no good. Loose basketball, last touch by Josh Robinson, and Batesville's going to come away with the basketball.
Yeah, another turnover. Kind of a little long there from Dunlap as he shot it, and it went off the south side of the rim there, and just I think Robinson got a hand on it, but just not enough, and knocked it out of bounds.
Cothran with the basketball, and we're going to have a foul. That's going to be an offensive foul against the Pioneers. That one's on Strickland. That's their 7th turnover of the night. Hayes Johnson will come into the game now for the Panthers as Josh Robinson takes a seat.
He's had a good game tonight so far with
sure
4
has.
points.
16 all here with 4:22 to play until halftime. Greenbrier was up 11-8 at the first quarter. They swung it around. Reese Jones, Dunlap, out high, Runzig, 3 from the top of the key, and Runzig drains it. Jack Runzig's first points of the night gives Greenbrier a 19-16 lead. Cothran brings it ahead. Dunlap was on him. Cothran, a little jumper from about 16 feet, knocks it home. He's got 5 points tonight and cuts the lead to 1. Other end quickly. Runzig gets it over in the corner to Dunlap. Dunlap dishes to Johnson, back to Dunlap. Free throw line extended. And Dunlap knocks down the jumper. His first points of the night. Extends the lead back out to 3. And Cothran.
Little give and go there. Sorry to interrupt you,
sure
man.
Was.
That's what you like to see.
No, absolutely.
Good offense by the Panthers.
Wes Lang gives it over. We got an offensive foul again. That one's on Strickland, his second. Oh, no, excuse me. That was Johnson.
Yeah, he got tangled up with Strickland there a little bit, but.
And that's going to mean free throws for the Pioneers. It'll be a 1-1 after the foul there on Johnson. Strickland will shoot at the free throw line. Again, it's a 1-1. So got to earn the bonus. Strickland with a free throw coming right here. He's got 3 points tonight, but he misses the free throw, and Greenbrier pulls down the board. So Jack Runzig will bring it ahead with 3:25 to play until halftime. Barry's got it over. It goes to Dunlap. 3-ball right wing won't go. Rebound pulled down by Lang. Lang across the timeline, right wing, looking to drive. Down the baseline, shot up won't go, and Runzig pulls down the board. Looking to push, Runzig kicks it over. Jones, right wing, 3, Reese Jones. He's got 5 points tonight, and Reese drains the triple.
Boy, when that left his hand, he just took off running. He knew right where it was going.
24-18. Cothran a little bit out of control, and he traveled with the basketball.
Yeah, Runzig was stepped off his man, reached over to who was it that had the ball? Cothran, sorry. Reached over, kind of got him tangled up, and what happened? I'm not paying attention. Good job, Runzig, is what I'm trying to say. Did he double dribble or walk with it?
He turned it or walked it with it.
Nonetheless, a turnover. Thank you very much.
Reminded me, thank you. That's the 8th turnover for Batesville tonight.
That's why I said it like that. Yeah. I
so
knew
you give me some. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, stat guys, for keeping up with that.
Eli Weaver had to Runzik. Over it goes to Johnson. To Aiden Berry out high, looking to drive. Feeds it to Runzik in the corner. Kicks it back out. Berry, right wing, pulls the trigger. 3 won't go. Johnson pulls down the offensive board. To Dunlap. Jace Dunlap out high, gives it to Weaver. 2:27 to play until halftime. Weaver over it goes right wing, Runzik. Bounce pass in to Johnson. Johnson tries to feed it to Berry. Berry got it back. Back to Johnson. Ball's blocked.
Yeah, I think Miss Spadden had the ball and had a foot out of bounds there. I don't know how that wasn't out of bounds on them, but nothing else. Turnover for the Panthers as the Pioneers bring it back down.
That's exactly right. Left wing it goes to McSpadden. Entry pass to Morgan trying to drive baseline. Spin move, nice play off the glass. Won't go, but he gets his own miss and cleans up the mess. Morgan's got 3 points tonight from John Thomas Morgan. 24-20. Dunlap looking to drive through the lane. Nice move with a left hand. Runs it through the lane. And it's 26-20. Hey, that was a smooth play there from Jack Runzik.
That's right. 6 points for him tonight. Doing a great job. Both ends of the court.
Absolutely. 1:31 to go. They got it in. Hendricks driving down the lane. We got a foul. Offensive foul on Hendricks. A little bit out of control, perhaps, and a charge there. That's a turnover. It's the 9th turnover for the Pioneers.
Yeah, man. Weaver just paying attention. Good heads-up play. Got his feet set, and Hendricks just ran into him a little bit. And good job there by Weaver by drawing the foul.
Eli Weaver, the inbounds here. He'll bring it up across the timeline with 1:22 to go. Looks for a screen out high, gives it to Mathis. Tried to pass it down low, Dunlap, but the ball's stolen away. Other end, Cothran. Ahead it goes to McSpadden. Left wing, Lang for 3, no good. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Mathis has got it ahead after the miss. Through the lane, offensive foul. Wow.
I don't know how you get a foul in the air, but nonetheless, Jacob picks up his second foul of the night, and it's going the other way.
A lot of stuff going on.
Coach BJ, I don't think you can see it on the screen or on the camera now. Coach BJ, our assistant athletic director, is not happy. He's standing up, not happy with the call, Coach BJ. I agree.
Morgan looking to drive here for the Batesville on the other end with under a minute to play until halftime. Out high is McSpadden. Gives it to Morgan, trying to drive baseline. Got a little shove there. No call. Greenbrier going the other way. Melton driving through the lane. A little out of control. Mathis has got it. We got a foul.
Well, it's not a good game unless both sides are yelling at the referees, JB, and that we're in the – it's happening tonight.
That's exactly – hey, for both sides, I'm not
absolutely,
sure.
Absolutely. It's definitely not one-sided, that's for sure.
The foul was on Cothran.
I think he just picked up his another one right there.
Now the foul's on Melton. We'll go to the other end.
I'm sorry,
wow.
Yeah. So Cothran picks up a foul, and Melton picks up a foul.
So now we got free throws on the other end. 37 seconds. Boy, goodness gracious. 33 seconds to go. I thought they were going to be free throws. It wasn't a call. Morgan gets it out high. They kick it over to Cothran. Ball's tipped away by Jace Dunlap. Dunlap underneath, and he's fouled from behind by Lang. How about Dunlap with a steal, trying to go coast to coast and lay it in, but he got fouled from behind by Lang. With 21 seconds to play, it's been a long last 40 seconds, hasn't it?
It sure has, that's for sure. As Chase Dunlap steps up here for 1 of 2.
First free throw from Jace is up, too strong off the back of the iron, no good. Spencer Melton will check out of the game, and Hayes Johnson will come back in. Dunlap will have one more free throw coming right here. Free throw is up and got it to go. So he gets 1 of 2. Gives our Panthers a 27-20 lead with 16 seconds to go until halftime. Batesville is going to try to hold for the final shot. Cothran out high with Weaver out on him. Cothran losing the basketball. Weaver steals it. Ahead it goes to Dunlap through the lane, lays it in as time expires. Great defense by Eli Weaver. He forces the 11th turnover against Batesville, and Greenbrier extends their lead to 29-20 right before the break.
Yeah, we're going to have a good fight here in the second half as the Panthers are up 29-20. But before we do, let's hit a break here, and when we come back, we'll jump into some stats here real quick. So stay with.
Choose First Security. Banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Insurance policies can be confusing. Oftentimes you settle for the minimum coverage required without considering what truly needs to be protected. At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need. We'll help protect your assets and get you the best price so you have peace of mind when it matters most. Whether it's actively looking for savings or gaps in coverage, we forge personal relationships necessary to give you confidence that you're covered no matter what the situation. Don't wait for the worst-case scenario to find out if you're covered. Experience more coverage, more savings, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
What do you do when you have electrical problems? Need new electrical installation? Or need to add security and datacom to your home or office? I tell you what I do. I call Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom, a family-owned and ran business with over 70 years combined experience, specializing in residential, commercial, and industrial service. No matter the job, how big or small, just give them a call at 501-679-3393. Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom. They'll keep the lights on.
Hey guys, this is Freeman Collier with Collier Roofing. We're a locally owned roofing contractor. We do residential and commercial roofing. We do shingles, metal, and seamless gutters. If there's a project that you'd like an estimate on, please give our office a call at 501-733-5163. We look forward to helping you.
Dang, bro. Mama!
Delicious, no?
Come on! What the?
Fat Burger. We have confirmation that it's a giant fat burger over the city. Civilians have been asked to grab napkins and shelter at their dining tables.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Greenbrier Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
We're back here in the pavilion as we got 3 minutes to go here in halftime. Want to hit a couple of stats for you. We'll jump into our visitors, the Batesville Pioneers. Morgan tonight has 3 points and 1 foul. Lang 3 points and 1 foul. He shot a deep three, I think, from the middle of the Panther head. McSpadden has 5 points, no fouls. Dunlap for the Pioneers, 1 point and 1 foul. Strickland has 1 point and 3 fouls. And then Hendricks has a foul. And then for our Greenbrier Panthers, I've been trying to keep up with blocks. I know we've kind of fallen down a little bit. We're going to have to get on our stat guys for falling down. I know Mathis has 2 blocks, 2 points, and 2 fouls. Dunlap has 4 points. Runzik has 6 points and a foul. Johnson has 2 points and a foul. Weaver, 2 and a foul. Barry, 5 and a foul. Melton has a foul. Jones has 5 points and a foul. And then Robinson, 4 points and 1 foul. So pretty even play across the board tonight. Runzik is our leading scorer with 6 points. And then on the other side, McSpadden has 5 points. Sorry, I got hung in gear there. But pretty even match tonight, 29-20 as we have 2 minutes left here at halftime. JB, what are you seeing tonight that you like, and what are you seeing tonight that you don't like?
Well, here's the thing. Greenbrier's forced a lot of turnovers. It's been great. 11 turnovers. Really don't have a lot to complain about from this Panthers side. They've done a pretty good job. They lead at 29-20 for good reason. They played good basketball. You look, probably the biggest thing that I would say that I've noticed from tonight, defensively doing a pretty good job, but they're in a lot of foul trouble. That's something that they're going to have to figure out is, hey, being aggressive, but also just trying to figure out how not to foul so much.
Yeah, I think everyone that has played tonight has fouled except for Chase Dunlap. I think everybody else has at least 1 or 2 fouls. So, yeah, we're going to have to – I'm sure it's going to continue to be a physical ball game. And so we're going to have to be careful where your body position is, where you're putting your hands, to not get those just easy reach-in fouls.
No doubt about it. A minute 13 left until the second half of play begins. This is the last basketball game before conference play starts up against Van Buren on Friday. Greenbrier trying to end it on a good note after they've lost 4 in a row. They were undefeated to begin the season, 8-0, went on a 4-game skid. Trying to end it tonight. They're up 29-20, trying to keep it rolling to roll out of here with a win against the Pioneers from Batesville. But they got 16 more minutes of basketball to play, and we're just excited to be here to call the game tonight.
Yeah, we had a good Christmas break as Junk and I were able to call that last game as the Lady Panthers were able to take care of business against the Badgers, and then the guys fell to the Badgers. Took a few weeks off, got to spend time with family, as you did as well, JB. Celebrated the new year. And we're back here jumping into some basketball. So it's good to be back. Thank you all for tuning in with us tonight. And, again, we want to give it up to all of our sponsors that make this happen, especially First Security, American Safeguard Insurance as they moved into their new building.
That's right.
Collier Roofing, Graham Brothers Electric right here in Greenbrier. And then our logo there still says Steak and Shake, but that is our man Colt Harmon with Fat Daddy Burger. And so we're about to begin second half play. Here's the Panthers lead 29-20. My goodness, struggling tonight. We're going to have to get back in the routine of this, JB. I can't talk tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, Chef Lenz has provided us with some little some food.
They did. It was great. We've been eating it pretty much all night long here. Some fried rice with some chicken in it, and it was just delicious.
Josh Robinson here to begin the second half. Underneath, hook shot wouldn't go. Batesville looking to push, and they turn it over. Cothran tried to lead court pass, but he threw it away. Turnover there. Other end, Reese Jones, right wing three, too strong off the rim, won't go, and Cothran pulls down the board for the Pioneers. Greenbrier's got Jace Dunlap, Josh Robinson, Aiden Berry, Jack Runzik, and Reese Jones out there. They got it out high to Dunlap, over right wing to Lang. Trying to lob it down low for Morgan. Feeds it Cothran. Corner three, pulls the trigger, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Robinson, and it gives it over to Runzik.
I forgot to mention earlier, Cothran has 5 points and 1 foul.
For the Pioneers, yeah.
For the Pioneers, yeah, I missed that. Missed that one earlier, so I do apologize.
Driving through the lane there was Runzik. Shot wouldn't go. Robinson trying to get the tip play. Other end, Morgan won't go. Ball tipped out by Berry. Heads up play by Aiden Berry. Rebound pulled down by Runzik. Other end, Reese Jones tried to drive baseline, picks up his dribble, tried to lob it for Robinson. Ball was tipped away, but Dunlap got it. Kicked it to Jones, and Dunlap pulls down the offensive board. Now to Jones, drives baseline underneath, gets it to go.
Man, that was a good move there by Jones, able to just keep his head up, faked a three, drove in, and got a good play. The Pioneers take a timeout.
7 points for Reese Jones. Greenbrier's up by 11. We'll hit a break. When we come back, we'll continue second half of basketball. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
And we're back here inside of the Panther Pavilion. Out of the timeout, Greenbrier's up 31-20, up by 11. Batesville basketball. Wes Lang's got it over to McSpadden, right wing. Reese Jones out on him, and he fouled him. That's
seemed more like a travel than a foul, but nonetheless, even Reese Jones is going, I just kind of stuck my arm out there. But he picks up a foul. No shots, though.
Number 2 on Reese Jones. Lang tried to tip it, and Barry stole it. Barry, other end, gives it off to to Runzik. Doesn't matter. He's fouled before he shot it, or before he passed it.
It's on Cothran?
That was on Lang, was the foul. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
The inbound Aiden Barry, and Barry puts it up and in. He's got 7 points. Wes Lang will bring it ahead for the Pioneers. He gets it over to McSpadden in the corner. Greenbrier looking to trap. Trying to drive baseline, tipped away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Batesville.
Reese Jones able to get his hands in the right place that time and got that thing tipped out of bounds.
Morgan will be the trigger man for the Pioneers. He's the big man. Tried to inbounds to Lang, but Morgan threw it away. It's the 14th turnover for the Pioneers. Greenbrier's only got 6. Well, I talked to head coach the assistant coach for Batesville before the game. He said they're a young team.
Yeah, you can tell from up here they look young. You know, just a lot of young guys out on the court tonight. But hey, they're playing some good hard ball, and they've definitely got looking good for the future.
Left wing Barry looking to drive. Jump shot from about 16 won't go, and Batesville the board looking to push. Hendricks to the lane, threw it to the ref, out of bounds.
Yeah, he's not one of your players. Yeah, he can't play for you.
No, he can't. He was looking for McSpadden trailing the play. Hendricks throws it away. That's the 15th turnover for the Pioneers.
Yeah. I think the referees, he was a kind of in play there, but hey, he's part of the court, and
sure is.
Nothing else, another turnover for the Pioneers as Runzik brings it down the court.
Jack Runzik kicks it over to Dunlap, left wing now to Jones. To Hayes Johnson, top of the key. Dunlap 3 won't go. Strickland pulls down the board for the Pioneers, and he gets it over to Cothran across the timeline now. Cothran at the top of the key. Looks for a screen. Now he gives it over on the right wing. Not sure who that is, actually. That's Davis. Shot up won't go there for the Pioneers, and Greenbrier's got the board going the other way. Dunlap through the lane, lays it up and in. He's got 7. Greenbrier's leads now 15 with 4:52 to go. McSpadden left wing looking to drive baseline, a little bit out of control. Lost the basketball. That's another turnover. Batesville wants another timeout with 4:48 to go, and I tell you, we'll take the timeout with them. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Out of the timeout, Greenbrier basketball. Eli Weaver will bring it across the timeline with 4:42 to play in the third quarter. He'll bounce pass over to Dunlap. They got Jones open. Nice read. Jones puts it up and in. Reese Jones has got 9 points.
That was a good job by Dunlap because the Pioneers were expecting him to pass it over to Aiden Berry, who was wide open, and he just did a nice little hook pass, passed it down to Reese Jones, who was wide open for an easy layup. So good heads-up play there by Chase Dunlap. Another turnover there by the Pioneers. They were trying to Panthers were trying to trap there in the corner, and the Pioneer just got his foot on the line before he was able to bounce it off one of our guys. So
Eli Weaver up and under move on the other end won't go. Greenbrier's up by 17. Josh Robinson steps out of bounds after the rebound, and
Josh Robinson, a lot of man. Once he gets going, it's hard to stop, and he just couldn't get his feet inside the inbounds there when trying to catch that ball.
Cawthron out high. Weaver tried to tip it away, nearly stole it. They get it McSpadden now, looking to drive through the lane. Now he kicks it out high and threw it away. Cawthron trying to save it. That'll be backcourt, and that'll be another turnover. That's the 18th turnover for Batesville tonight.
Well, and I think Batesville coaches, we look across the way there, knows what they need to work on. I mean, you eliminate those turnovers, and I bet this is a lot different ball game. But like you mentioned, talk to the assistant coach, a young team, still learning a lot, and Panthers still got some things they can clean up as well.
No doubt about it. Barry gets it over to Weaver. Morgan jumped the route, steals the entry pass to Robinson. 7th turnover for the Panthers.
Man, Morgan had to run a mile. Josh Robinson, a big man, he came all the way from behind him to get a hand on that ball and cause the turnover.
McSpadden with a basketball out high. Crossover dribble, driving through the lane, free throw line extended. He gets it over to Young, top of the key. Weaver's out on Young. Lost the dribble, and now he gets it back with 3:02 to play in the quarter. He gets it to Strickland up top of the key. Now it goes back to Spadden. Right wing, 3 off the screen. Nothing but net for McSpadden. He's got 8. He leads Batesville in scoring with 8. He's second in scoring for both sides. Reese Jones leads all scorers with 9. Eli Weaver got it out high. Jones top of the key. Entry pass to Robinson. Now Weaver, top of the key. Thought about a 3. Dribbles inside, kicks it to Dunlap. Touch pass Jones. Driving baseline. And it'll be out of bounds off of Morgan. Nice defense by Morgan. I'll tell you, that Morgan kid for Batesville has done a really good job. He's played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, good athlete, a good young man. I think he's got confused there because he knocked it out of bounds and it hit the referee and then came back in and was off one of our guys' foot. So I think he got a little confused there. But nonetheless, Matz is going to throw it in underneath the goal here.
Gets it into Weaver. Weaver over to Runzik. Looking for a screen out high, not going to get it. Gives it to Mathis. Mathis thought about driving. Now he pulls it back out. Tried to give it away, and it was stolen by and tipped by Strickland. McSpadden other end, and then Mathis steals it. They just traded turnovers. Mathis from one end of the court to the other. Lays it up and in. Wow. I was looking. I thought there might have been a call, a foul or something. Nothing was called. 4 points for Mathis.
No, I think Robinson was running down court and just kind of slowed up, and one of their guys ran into the back of him, and I think they were wanting that to be a foul, but no foul call, and Mathis gets 2 more points.
Davis with a little crossover dribble. They entry pass it into Morgan underneath, and we got a foul by Runzik, I do believe.
Yeah, I said he was pushing on Morgan there underneath the goal.
That's the 3rd foul on Jack Runzik. Excuse me, that's just his second foul.
Well, that's what I thought, and I drew another line on my the stat guy over here. Big shout out to those guys tonight. Chef Lynn's keeping them fed with the fried rice.
That's right. Strickland will inbound, and it's stolen away by Weaver. That's the 20th turnover by Batesville here in the third quarter. Or not in the third quarter, but we're in the third quarter, and it's the 20th. Up and under move after the miss. Josh Robinson cleans up the mess, puts it in. He's got 7. We're having a full-team effort tonight.
I'm telling you, dude. Weaver trying to go for the alley-oop on Mathis. Mathis couldn't get it, and Robinson cleaned it up for 2.
A little double alley-oop.
I like it. Hey, as long as it goes in, we get points. That's all that really matters.
We've got a kickball violation off the entry pass there. That was Young trying to find it in the low post. Couldn't do it. And it was off of kickball violation. Spencer Melton will check back in for the Panthers, and Dunlap comes in for the Pioneers. It's a different Dunlap.
Yeah, it is getting confusing when calling it's Dunlap and Dunlap, but there's one on each side of the court tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So number 30 for the Pioneers is a Dunlap, and then our number 3, Mr. Chase Dunlap.
In the corner now it goes to Shane Dunlap. Entry pass to Morgan underneath. Ball fake up and under. Nice play by Morgan. He's got 5 points tonight. Puts it up and in just there. Cuts the lead to 16, and Eli Weaver will bring it ahead now.
Jacob Mathis was going from the block, and he jumped about 900 feet off the ground. And Morgan noticed it, just kind of held up for a second, was able to get the points.
Weaver gives it over to Robinson. 18-footer. Robinson drops it home. He's got 9 points tonight, and he leads all scorers, him and Reese Jones both.
Hey, from right underneath the goal to about 10 foot out, Robinson is just he's automatic. Great, doing a great job tonight.
Morgan shot up wouldn't go, but McSpadden cleans up the mess. He's got 10 points, and now he leads all scorers with 10. 43-27 with 24 seconds to go in the quarter. Weaver gives it ahead to Melton. Now over to Jacob Mathis. They swing it around to Runzik. Greenbrier might be holding for the final shot, up by 16. Weaver's got it. Looks for a screen, now crossover. Floater from the lane, high post, shot wouldn't go. Rebound to Batesville with 3 seconds to go. Then Weaver steals it. Ball fake, pulls 3, no good. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters of basketball are in the books. Greenbrier leads it 43-27. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
Eight more minutes to go. Greenbrier is in command of this one, up by 16. Daniel, what do you see here the last 8 minutes?
Man, a lot of turnovers for the Pioneers. I mean, we've been commenting on all night, and I think if they can clean that up, man, they're going to have a great ball team here. A lot of guys, good-sized young men, just young, a couple little mistakes. Greenbrier Panthers are doing what we expect them to do, play good ball, play good hard defense, and really sharing the ball. I mean, there's not one guy that just stands out on the stat sheet tonight. And so that's what you like to see, a good team effort from our Panthers.
Here in the second half, Batesville has the basketball in the final quarter. McSpadden shot up and under move. He's going to be fouled, though. We'll see who the foul's on. Looks like Mathis.
It'll be his third.
I do have 3 on him, yeah. Free throws will be coming from McSpadden. He leads all scorers with 10 points. He'll have a couple of free throws coming with 7:47 to play in the basketball game.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier about the Panthers' ball play tonight, sharing the ball. That's Coach Simmons' type of basketball. Work a lot of guys in and out, really share the ball, keep fresh guys on the floor. And you can see that tonight as I just glanced down here on our stats guys' stat sheet. Points all around, few fouls all around, just really doing a good job. But I tell you what, for the Pioneers, McSpadden, great ball players. He's leading scorer on both sides tonight.
12 points for McSpadden. Greenbrier's had 9 players play tonight. 7 of them have scored. As Jacob Mathis brings it up, pulls it back out, gives it to Melton, over to Weaver. Up top now to Runzik. Runzik through the lane. Nice play. Jack's got really good ball handles. Lays it up and in. He's got 7 points, and Greenbrier's back up by 16. Cawthron brings it ahead here. Weaver's on him. Gives it over to McSpadden in the corner. Looking for the shot. Now he brings it out. Up high to Morgan. Over it goes to Lang.
Panthers have switched up, going to a zone defense here.
They get it to Morgan. Corner 3. McSpadden left alone. Won't go. But he gets his own miss, and then he's fouled by Spencer Melton, who was trying to travel for the basketball. But you're right. Greenbrier moved into his zone. That's the 4th team foul for Greenbrier, I do believe. Yep. Melton should have just committed his 2nd. That's what I have.
That's what our stats guys are telling me they have as well. If you're joining us tonight in the booth tonight, it's more just a desk here at the pavilion, and it is just JB and I.
Doing the stats, calling the game, and having a lot of fun. Cawthron up and under move. Nice play. Puts it up and in, cuts the lead to 14. That's Cawthron's 7th point tonight. Greenbrier trying to beat the press now as Batesville moved into a full-court press. Runzik trying to save it. Did so. Wow. Nice play, Runzik. Weaver underneath. Backs his way in. And a nice athletic move there from Weaver. He's got 4 points tonight. And we got a timeout on the court with 6:36 to play in the basketball game. Greenbrier's up by 16. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
.636 to play in the basketball game. Greenbrier's up by 16. Batesville's going to need quite a comeback. Greenbrier looking to knock off their 4-game losing streak. Lang's got it ahead. Over it goes to Cawthron, right wing. Melton, or I don't know what I'm saying Melton for. They kick it out to Lang. 3-ball, got it. Left wing, he's got 6 points tonight. Greenbrier trying to beat the press, and they do. Runs it, go ahead. Now he slows it down, pulls it out, brings it over to Reese Jones, to Weaver. Back to Jones it goes. Out high on him is Dunlap. Now over to Aiden Berry. They're running the zone now. Looks like a 3-2 zone for the Pioneers. Greenbrier trying to beat it. They get it to Berry. Out high. Weaver. Nice play. Weaver to stay back. Get over to Runzik.
Hayes Johnson had a good cut there underneath the goal. I think they're just trying to milk the clock here a little bit. As Reese Jones wide open underneath the goal for 2.
How about Eli Weaver finding that one? Wide open. Jones has got 11 after the nice find by Weaver. Good eyes there. Underneath, McSpadden trying to get the floater to go. Wouldn't go, but Jones fouled him beforehand. Should be the 3rd on Jones, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that's correct as well. We're going to have to be careful here these last 5 minutes, as several of our guys have got 2 or 3 fouls, not to get in too much trouble here. But Coach Simmons knows what's going on, and I'm sure he'll pay attention and make sure he's got the right guys in.
Boy, Lang with a push. He pushes Jace Dunlap off. That's the right call. It happened right in front of me.
Yeah, right in front of the referee, too. He was looking right at him.
Lang commits his 3rd foul. At least that's what I have.
3 fouls and 3 points.
Well, I have 6 points for him.
Yep, that's what I have, too.
We'll just take the average, 4.5.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Reese Jones to inbounds after the foul. The 22nd turnover for the Pioneers. Other end, Johnson with a ball fake. Nice move underneath. Gets it to go. He's got 2 points tonight. 8 points, or 8 players of the 9 have scored tonight that have entered the game for the Panthers. Lang gets it ahead, gets it over to Hendricks. Back out high to Lang. Wes Lang. Right wing back over to Hendricks.
Just want to mention what a sweet name, Wes Lang.
I'll tell you, this Batesville team now, Hendricks trying to throw it, nearly did. Barry trying to chase it. It'll be out of bounds off of McSpadden. Now, I'll be honest, I thought Barry had it out of bounds.
I did too.
Doesn't matter. We're up by 17, but
yeah,
Greenbrier will maintain possession.
Love the hustle from Barry there, but when you're up by this many, just let her go out of the bounds.
Well, and it was going to be out of bounds off the Pioneers anyway.
Right.
They're trying to inbounds to Johnson after the turnover.
Sloppy pass there from Hayes. He knows it. He ducks his head. Coach Simmons letting him know. Turnover for the Panthers as looks like Cawthron and Dunlap for the Panthers check in for Hendricks and Strickland.
51-34. Cawthron with the basketball right now, down by 17. Weaver's out on him. Kicks it over to Lang, back to Cawthron. They swing it back around to McSpadden. He's the guy you want with the basketball. McSpadden's shown he can play.
Yeah, leading scorer tonight.
Pulls up three with a man on him, and he drains it.
He shot that one from outside the building tonight.
15 points from McSpadden. We got a timeout. We'll keep it here with 4:37 to go in the basketball game. Been a lot of timeouts called here in this final quarter.
That's true. You know, I'm sure Batesville trying to drop a good play. They're by no means are they out of this thing, not at all. So I'm sure Coach over there trying to drop a play that's going to work best for his guys. As Coach Simmons is going to coach up his guys as well. But during this timeout, JB, what was the best Christmas present you got this year from as you celebrated Christmas with your new wife? Congratulations, getting married between football and basketball season. So best gift you got this year?
It'd have to be my wife.
Oh, my God.
That's the cliche
Ladies and gentlemen,
answer.
this guy has clearly a newlywed. My goodness.
Oh, goodness.
Shout out to Miss Brazil if she's listening tonight. Your husband made a love bank deposit. I got AirPods. That's what I was going to say, AirPods.
Goodness. Yeah, I don't know. You know, we were gone over Christmas on the honeymoon, and so we got back. We got a couple of nice gifts, but probably just, I know I'm cliche, but I really, my wife, and I that's what I'm going to go with.
I like it. Nothing wrong with that, JB. Congratulations as we jump back in here from the timeout. Dunlap goes in for the easy layup.
Chase Dunlap after the feed from Weaver. Panthers up by 16. McSpadden looking to drive baseline, but he's going to be fouled by Reese Jones, and I believe that's Jones's fourth.
I don't know. That's so many. It looked like, as I was watching here, it looks like McSpadden kind of, where I grew up, we would call it a peel out. Kind of spun out there. And kind of had to fall into Jones, and it looked like Jones kind of reached in. But nonetheless, Jones picks up his fourth foul, and Pioneers are going to throw it in underneath the goal.
And then it's stolen away by Reese Jones.
Yeah, Morgan didn't have a whole lot of time there to throw it in, and so had to do something, just made a bad pass.
Robinson open from about 16 feet. Jumper wouldn't go. Rebound McSpadden for the Pioneers. He goes all alone, coast to coast, lays it in. He's got 17. Hey, he's giving him a chance. Cuts the lead to 14 points. Aiden Barry's got it, gives it back to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Reese Jones. And then Weaver lost it out of play. A little bit of a low pass from Jones. Weaver couldn't handle it. 10 turnovers for the Panthers tonight, 24 for the Pioneers.
Tell you what, McSpadden, he's going to be a guy, if he's not a senior, he's going to be a guy that's going to be around for several years, causing trouble for any of the Pioneer opponents as Corinth spins around there, as Cawthron spins around and puts it in for two.
53-41. Eli Weaver brings it ahead now. Got Barry all alone. Right wing, 3 too short. Rebound to Cawthron. Looking to push. Cawthron, a 4-on-2 break. Lang, right corner three. Got it to go, and it cuts it to single digits. Coach Simmons wants a timeout. We'll take the timeout with him. 56, excuse me, it's not correct. 53-44 our score, and we'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
3:20 to go in the basketball game, and just when it looked like Greenbrier was running away with it, Batesville said they're not done yet.
Yeah, we've had a couple sloppy turnovers, and Batesville, they're still ready to play as McSpadden has kept them in the game. Lane coming down and draining that three. We got a 9-point ball game, JB.
Sure we do. Reese Jones will inbound. Batesville, this full court press they've got really caused a lot of problems. Looks like we got a sub in. There's A.J. Jarrett. First time we've seen him tonight for the Pioneers. Boy, he's one of their guards. He's a sophomore. They inbounds to Runzik. Jarrett's out on him. Trying to beat the press. They get it over to Reese Jones. Over it goes to Runzik as they bring it across the timeline. Hendricks out on him. Now they got Jarrett on him. Runzik over to Jones. Back to Runzik. Back and forth they go. 2:57 to go. Greenbrier just needs to protect the basketball and be smart. I don't think Pioneer head coach is too happy about this with Coach Simmons. Looking now, Runzik. Give it over to Weaver. Boy, now they bring it back out. Entry pass to Barry. Left wing. Now Runzik to Weaver. They kick it over to Jones. Bounce pass underneath Robinson. Nice move up and under. Puts it up and in.
That's 10 points for Robinson tonight, man. He's automatic. He missed one little 16-footer, but 10-footer less, man. Robinson is the man.
3 from the right side there. That was Hendricks, no good. Greenbrier's got the board. Jones ahead. It goes to Weaver. Up by 11 with 2:05 to go. And now they bring it out high, and we got a foul somewhere. Looks like Jarrett. A.J. Jarrett commits the foul. I tell you, that was a weird exchange right there.
I was quiet. I wanted to commentate and add some color. I didn't know what to add. That was very odd.
It was just kind of a lull you to sleep type of play going on.
Yeah, the ref blew his whistle and held his hand up for an extremely long time.
And I didn't know what had happened. Reese Jones will inbounds to Weaver with 2 minutes to go. They're going to foul Weaver. Boy, it's early to be fouling. But I guess if you're doing what you're doing there, and Coach Simmons was kind of throwing the ball around, head coach there for the Pioneers wasn't too happy about it. Coach LaRose, Chad LaRose, he wasn't too happy about it. So
I believe that's Lane's 4th foul, yeah.
Boy, it sure is, isn't it?
Yeah, as he comes out, so.
There's still 2 more fouls to give. Jarrett fouls quick. It's his 2nd foul. So now with 16 fouls for Batesville, every foul from the rest of the way will be in the bonus for both sides. Both teams have 6 fouls apiece in the half. Jones the trigger man on the sideline. He'll inbounds to Runzik, fouled pretty quickly by Jarrett. And how about that? Jarrett comes in and he fouls 3 times pretty quickly.
I think Jarrett knows his role in the game, and Coach is talking to him over there. I think he knows exactly what he was supposed to do, and it was to cause some problems, and he did his job well. So
certainly did.
High five to A.J. Jarrett.
Hey, not a bad idea. You pull all your starters out there, you know you're going to foul.
Give them a chance to breathe.
And then you're also not allowing them to get in any foul trouble whatsoever.
That's right.
Free throw upcoming from Runzik is up and good after the 1-and-1. He earns the bonus. He's got 8 points tonight, trying to make it 9. Second free throw from Runzik coming up here. Greenbrier's up by 12. Make it 13 as Runzik cans them both. Morgan inbounds. Over it goes to McSpadden, and Aiden Berry's out on him. McSpadden across the timeline. Greenbrier back at a man-to-man, it do appear. A little loose basketball. McSpadden lost it out of play. It's another turnover. 25 for the Pioneers. And a whole slew of Pioneers check in. Strickland.
Yeah, it was the crew that just came out. They are all right back in.
Looks like Hendricks, Davis, Young, Strickland,
and Jarrett.
Jones inbounds to Runzik. Back to Jones, ahead to Weaver. They beat the press. Boy, Weaver other end. Now he slows it down, but then he's fouled. Out high by Davis. Braxton Davis fouled him, and free throws will be coming from Eli Weaver.
And now all the starters are back in for the Pioneers.
Interesting.
I like this method. Instead of subbing one, sub all 5.
Get them all, yeah.
You got the players, they're dressed out. Sub them in and out.
1-1 from Weaver's up, no good. Rebound to Batesville, 57-44. Cothran ahead. Right wing, spin move through the lane, ball fake, gets it underneath. Nice play, but he's blocked from behind by Weaver, and then Weaver picks up the rebound. How about Eli Weaver? Denied access.
Yeah, Dunlap thought he had an easy layup there, and he just got weavered.
I love it. He got Eli Weavered.
It's copyright. If you want to use that, you'll need to contact me personally at Super D Hillian on Instagram. I did that during football season and got a couple follows out of it.
Did you really?
Shout out to one of our sponsors, the crew over at 4-H Fireworks. So they provide a lot of our fireworks during football season.
McSpadden with his first foul tonight as he fouls Reese Jones, who will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Greenbrier
Wow.
still not in the double bonus yet.
What a game for McSpadden. I believe he has 17
That's what I
points and
have,
1
yeah.
foul.
I mean, that's what other
Man.
scorers guy has.
Yeah, as Hedrick, he was headed to the other end. Little confused there as Eli Weaver gives him a little ribbon. Like, hey, man, we got another shot down here for our man, Reese Jones.
Second free throw, Jones got them both. So Jones has 13 tonight. Cothran brings it ahead, 59-44 with 1:08 to go. Cothran gives it over to Morgan, gives it over to Lang. Thought about a 3, but Weaver's out on him. McSpadden, ball fake through the lane. Floater won't go. Rebound to Runzik. They're going to try to foul pretty quickly. They do. It should be a foul on McSpadden. It's just his second foul. And we'll head to the other end to shoot free throws.
JB, do you know what year is McSpadden?
I do know that. Give me just a second. He's a senior.
He is a senior, my goodness. I was about to say, man, if he's a sophomore or junior, he just continues to get better. He's going to be a thorn specifically in our side, and I'm sure the other component side over in, I believe they play in the 5A Central, 5A East?
5A East, I believe.
5A East, yeah. Man, what a player. Great job tonight by McSpadden with 17 points, 2 fouls. So Runzik missed both those fouls, and Cothran bringing it down the court for the Pioneers.
Lang's got it in the corner. Floater through the lane won't go, and the basketball will be tipped out of bounds off of Runzik. McSpadden wanted over the back, not going to get the call. With 46 seconds to go, this one's all but over. But unfortunately, we've got a couple fouls going on and some extra stuff. McSpadden will inbounds here. He'll just throw it off of Barry to give himself some more time. Hey, not a bad play there.
Totally legal. I like it.
Real heads up there from McSpadden. Spencer Melton headed to the scorer's table to check in for Eli Weaver, and so does Shane Dunlap for the Pioneers. Weaver takes his seat, and Hendricks takes the seat for the Pioneers. Pioneers only have 3 seniors that traveled tonight. McSpadden finds Lang underneath. Floater won't go. Morgan keeps the play alive. Kicks it out to Cothran for 3, and he drains it. Cuts the lead is 12, and we got a timeout on the court with 39 seconds to go. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank all of our sponsors for their continued support. First Security Bank, American Safeguard Insurance, Graham Brothers Electric Security and Datacom, Steak and Shake, Collier Roofing, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Bleacher Bling, John Simone Bank of England, Chef Lynn's, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Oxygen 8 Hyperbarics, and the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier.
39 seconds to go in the basketball game. A reminder that we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's ball game. Chef Lenz especially has hooked us up with some amazing food here up in the booth. It has satisfied perfectly, I will have to admit. But with 39 seconds to go, Reese Jones will inbounds after the timeout. Greenbrier's up 59-47. Nice entry pass ahead. Aiden Berry got behind the defense, lays it up and in, and out of the timeout. That is certainly not what Coach LaRose had planned out. 30 seconds to go. Lang gives it over. It goes now underneath the Strickland. Lang 3 ball with a man on him, won't go. Rebound, McSpadden gets the offensive board up and under. Move, won't go. Rebound, Strickland. Loose basketball. Melton's got it. He gives it over to Mathis, and now that should end it. 11 seconds to go. 10 seconds. They're fine to let the clock expire. Reese Jones has got it across the timeline. 2 seconds. 1. And this one is in the books. Greenbrier wins it 61-47. Hey, it was close at certain points, no doubt about it. But Greenbrier comes out victorious. They won it by 14. And that is a wrap. I'll tell you, we'll quickly go over the statistics and then wrap it up and get out of here. So for Greenbrier, as we look down at the scoring, Reese Jones led the Panthers with 13 points tonight. Josh Robinson had 11 points. Jack Runzick, Jace Dunlap, and Aiden Berry all had 9 points tonight. Jacob Mathis, Eli Weaver both had 4 points, and Hayes Johnson had 2 points as well. That finished the scoring for the Panthers. 61 points, the total for the Greenbrier Panthers. And then for Batesville, they finished tonight with 47 points, but it was McSpadden, Logan McSpadden, who led all the scorers tonight. He had 17 points. 12 points for Cothran. Lang added 9 points. Morgan had 5 points, and then Strickland into the night with 3 points. They only had 5 guys that scored tonight. Of all the guys that played, only 5 of them added scoring tonight. And your final tonight from the Panther Pavilion was 61-47 for a Greenbrier victory. Greenbrier improves to 9-4 overall before conference play. Batesville drops to 4-7 before they head into their own conference play. What a night. A 2-game sweep. The ladies win, and so did the boys. Van Buren, the first conference game for both sides. I do believe. Do they both play? Yeah, they got to, right?
I believe you're correct, JB, but nonetheless, coming off of a long break, long Christmas break, New Year's, coming out, getting both our men and women both getting wins tonight, that's a great way get you a little momentum going into conference play. So if nonetheless, hey, we'll take the wins tonight and look forward to Friday's game.
No doubt about it. It was a fun night. We're glad you were here with us. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. We will see you next time. I'm JB Brazil alongside me, Daniel Hillian. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. So long until the next home game. We appreciate you for being here. So long.